Oh, we're here. Kill Kier, beautiful Vice. It's been so long since we've seen anything from this game. Now, finally, years later, years in the making, we finally gotten a prologue for Kill Kier. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna just play it. We just gotta do it. I hope you guys are ready for the ride, because I am.
Greetings! I am your new counselor. You deserve to die.
I love you! Oh my god, that shot is so cool.
You are a shallow, impotent little creature, incapable of humility or introspection.
That's rude.
Your envy, spite, and deceit are matched only by your cowardice, your ignorance, your attention-seeking.
Why are you insulting me so hard?
Your life is defined by superficial relationships and uninspired dreams, all of which will slowly wither away under your own self-importance. What? What do you mean I'm being unnecessarily cruel? Oh, this is how I speak to all of my clients.
Well, you must get a lot of bad reviews.
Then why the hell are you here? If you don't want to listen to my gracious advice.
I was forced to be here.
Ah, I see. That killing game story. I remember now.
This music is so unsettling.
I doubt there's much therapeutic merit in allowing you to bear witness to what can only be described as a massacre. Nevertheless, I have never been one to deny a client's request. Very well then. I will give you what you seek. Don't be misled by my boorishness. This tale does hold a very personal significance for me. It was the day that I realized the futility of words, the price of ambition, and the cruel inconsequence of death. Locked in a prison where no voice could reach, I lost everything.
Oh my god.
Harsh lessons, all taught by that man.
What man? Okay, this is feeling like, have you ever played Nier Replicant or Nier Automata? That's what this music reminds me of.
I only hope that by the end of this journey, you too will be able to separate the fragility of delusion from the harshness of reality. Let us begin then. A tragedy that sings of virtue and vice, of solitude and sorrow, of the beautiful and the hideous.
Oh, I'm ready.
Like many such tales, this one begins with the dull and incessant monologuing of an irrelevant.
What an opening. I can't believe it. No, I don't want to believe it. Not the voice coming out of the speaker. Not the bright lines of text flickering in and out. And certainly not the hastily taken mugshot of a cold, undisciplined expression frozen in time for all to see. Is that the man the mascot was talking about? Breaking news.
Tokugawa Academy headmaster Hiroharu Yotsuka was arrested in Otsu last Saturday on manslaughter charges.
Uh-oh. Why does she look like Makoto's mom?
According to the Shiga Prefectural Police Department, the 46-year-old researcher was accused of endangering his students during a secretive experiment. Yotsuka reportedly forced students to participate in dangerous tests to maintain their scholarships. The most recent of which resulted in several injuries and one death.
Oh, so is this going to be like one of those things where, like, you know how there's a serial killer and there's people who like mimic said serial killer? So there's like little baby serial killers that kind of like look up or are inspired by one. So is this going to be somebody who is inspired by this guy?
He has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of manslaughter and 2 counts of reckless endangerment. The trial will be held on...
This can't be it.
Ooh! this looks pretty. Oh my God. This might be one of the best CGs I've seen in a Fangame.
What am I supposed to do now?
Holy shit.
All those promises you made, those speeches, those deep platitudes about virtue, was all of that for nothing? I know I didn't work hard enough. I know I haven't been the best, but I really thought that you were going to pull through for me. And I would finally have something to work towards. This can't be the end. Please. Please don't let this be the end. I want to be. I have to be. I need to be an ultimate.
Uh-oh.
So, this
He's crazy.
is the end of the line for you.
Who the hell is this?
And here, I thought I'd be looking forward to this day. But even with everything I've done, it still wasn't enough. I was betrayed. Once again, I was so involved in your dream that I ended up shouldering your sin too. This time will be the last. I finally know what I have to do. The new generation, the future, they will be the key. They will be taught the true meaning of vice, and the rest of the world will submit to us. I'll begin with the person you value most. Enjoy the show, Mr. Predecessor.
Oh, the predecessor. Okay, I like that. Prison where no voice can reach. Okay, the art is looking wonderful in this game. Wow. They outdid themselves here. Like, just to get the rain and that image to look 3D, that was cool, man. Ugh, my head. It's like it's about to explode. It's so dark. My eyes feel like they're on fire. Painfully, agonizingly, I open them.
Caress me.
Uh-oh, you're in the game. Where am I? I wince as my eyes slowly adjust to the light. This place doesn't look familiar. I seem to be on a desk of sorts, and...
Caress me.
God, where is that sound coming from?
next to you, boy. I don't remember my alarm being able to speak. Oh, it looks so freaking good. Okay, let's calm down. I love the UI. The UI is insane. It must be coming from here. A tape recorder.
Caress me. Now!
Fine, I get it.
Somewhat apprehensively, my weary hand inches forward and presses the button.
Rise and shine, dearest pupil Hirowaki Ozuki. How'd you like the nest? I know a desk isn't the comfiest thing to sleep on.
Wait, how do they know my name? Let me get straight to the point. You've been kidnapped, abducted, shanghaied. Onika Kushid.
Huh?
I've been kidnapped? When? How? I try to recount the details of the last time I was awake, but this blistering headache won't let me think clearly.
Hear me well.
Now, I'm sure you're deeply confused as to how that even happened. Who's doing this? Why are they doing this? Is anyone coming to help me? Who else have they kidnapped?
Know your place.
Figure it out yourself. We have more pressing matters at hand. Who is this person? And why do they sound like some kind of cartoon character?
Tempting.
You have a very simple task. Escape from this room. Succeed, and I'll provide you with some small comforts of life. Food, shelter, and perhaps even freedom. Fail, and, to put it bluntly, you'll be stuck here until you're skin and bones.
Let's see how this turns out.
There are 3 other students like yourself, all trapped in locked rooms. How sad. Be a pal and cooperate with them, would you? But hurry, only one will remain. The rest will burn. What is that supposed to mean?
We will meet again.
Poetics aside, I'll be enabling your speaker so you can work with the other members of the summer team. Oh, they have teams, bro. They have teams. Oh, and remember to pick up your tablet. It holds the secrets, not just to this escape room, but to the whole game. Got it?
Why is this happening?
Well then, I understood absolutely none of that. Suddenly, a voice echoes from the ceiling.
Missing something here.
Man, I don't know how long I can take this crap.
Please calm down, ma'am. Everything will be fine.
Confident person.
I will save you from this dire situation, though I might not come out unscathed.
Let's not go that far. I'm sure such a simple puzzle can be solved without casualties.
There seems to be different people. Those must be the other students that thing mentioned.
Am I clear?
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hey, did anyone else hear that? That must be the fourth student.
What?
Are you in need of assistance?
Let me see.
Ooh, maybe you can get us out. Can you leave your room? I can try. I try rattling the door, but
Chance.
the exit's locked.
It can't be.
Damn it.
This is the outcome then.
It's no use. We have to solve this puzzle.
I'm not good with this.
Brain puzzles were never my forte. I wish there was an easier way. Maybe I could interrogate this thing. Try out some information, buddy cop style.
Come on.
Behaving like the police certainly won't help
I
us.
see the problem here.
It wouldn't work regardless. It's a tape recording, not a speaker.
Gross.
They're totally spying on us though.
Share your thoughts.
Excuse me, all of you. Can you tell me exactly what you have in your room? I take a moment to survey my surroundings.
I'm not sure.
There seems to be some kind of strange mechanism on the wall here.
I will need more time.
Yes, I believe that's where we all have to input the solution. Once we figure it out, of course. Along with 4 empty slots in the wall, there are four tiles, each depicting a separate kanji. My eyesight's still a bit blurry, so I can't properly make out the characters.
Yeah.
There's also the table I woke up on, the recorder with the message from the kidnapper,
I wonder.
and a small pink tablet. The recorder mentioned that this was important, right?
Possibly.
Now that you mention it, he did say it was relevant to the escape room. Maybe we should all try turning it on. I mean, that makes sense, right? Why would we not?
Possible.
Let me see. I gently pushed a small key on the right side of the tablet. And my world goes white. What the hell?
How was that?
Did something happen when you turned it on? Let me try. 1,000 indescribable sensations sweep through me in an instant. It's not just my vision that seems to be affected. An incessant ringing echoes throughout my ears, and even my fingertips seem to tingle with some kind of malaise. What is this? Eventually, the sensory bombardment afflicting me slowly subsides, and things seem to return to normal. Well, that's weird. They go into another world or something? That was... Until I take a closer look at the space directly above the tablet. What? Is that a leaf blower?
Excuse me?
What in the world is that?
My word.
It's
What?
a hologram. A hologram? It's a hologram of a cute flower. I think it's some kind of tulip. Flower? Mine looks like a pair of ice skates. Except it's all weird and pixelated. Man, it almost feels like I've been digitized and sent to some kind of old video game. What? Are we in a video game? My hologram, if that's what it is, seems to be a pair of shades. Upon closer inspection, it seems I'm able to physically interact with it. You can touch it? Spurred on by this revelation, my right hand reaches forward and brushes against the leaf blower. It is a leaf blower. Sure enough, it actually feels real. I can feel the coolness of the metal, the grooves of the nozzle, everything.
Oh.
This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I would pinch myself if I hadn't done my nails. So did the tablet like create some kind of, I don't know, item for us to use, each one of us?
Share your thoughts.
What about you, fourth teammate?
I'm not sure.
Huh.
Please forgive me.
My apologies. I don't know your name. What kind of object appeared when you turned on your tablet? It seems to be a leaf blower of sorts, but just as you guys said, it looks extremely pixelated.
Well,
Maybe that's because this technology is a work in the progress? There's never been holograms you could touch before, or holograms in general. Take a close look at the tablet, which I'd unceremoniously dropped on the table when I first turned it on. In the center of the screen, illuminated in large sans serif letters, is a phrase I can't hope to understand.
I wonder.
Augmented reality interactive audio hologram.
Those are indeed.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. No, that's what's written on the screen.
Holy breakthrough!
You're right. Wow. This is just like something from a supervillain's evil lair.
A little concerned.
Except this technology is clearly real and functional. Mysterious inventions beyond our wildest imaginations. Perhaps the Academy has something to do with this? Maybe.
Hang on.
But what does it all mean? Like, this is cool and all, but our kidnappers didn't put us in here just to test out some weird tech, right? What if there's some kind of pattern in the objects that appeared when we turned on our tablets? So this is giving like Danganronpa 2 vibes, where we feel like we're in some kind of virtual machine. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that, huh? But yeah, you guys know what I mean. If you've played that game. Let's turn off this peculiar contraption for now and take a closer look at the mechanism.
It's plausible.
Right. My eyesight hasn't fully recovered, but I can finally read the kanji engraved on each tile. Summer, spring, winter, autumn. Maybe we need to put those in order? Spring, summer, autumn, winter?
It's not that deep.
Guys, isn't there a pretty obvious solution to this whole thing? Huh? There is?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially considering the 4 objects we received. If I remember correctly, our items were a tulip, shades, a leaf blower, and ice skates. Okay, so everybody has an item that corresponds with the season. It makes sense. So the tulip would be spring, shades would be summer, the leaf blower is autumn, and the ice skates is winter.
Oh,
Ooh, you have such great memory.
Let's just move on.
Right. I think I might know how to solve this puzzle. I just need to take another look at the order. Summer, spring, winter, autumn.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'll let you take the lead from here then. What should we all put in the first slot? Ah, right. We all probably have to input the same answer to escape. The first slot should hold. Wait, what? That's winter. Okay, spring was which one? The second one, right? I placed the second tile into the first slot. A satisfying click echoes throughout the room as the tile locks into place. Ooh, I have a good feeling about this. That click sounded like the audio equivalent of maple syrup on noodles. What the fuck? Who would do that?
super job.
Delicious. No, that's not delicious.
Troubling.
That's... never mind. What should our next step be? The second slot should hold the first tile.
I understand.
All right, only 2 more to go.
The truth eludes me.
Is this going where I think it's going?
My head hurts.
Seems like it.
This is the outcome then.
Never mind. We trust your judgment. What's next? The third slot should hold. That's winter, so it should be the fourth.
I remain neutral.
And there's only 1 tile left. Let's see if I was right.
Well,
Oof. Well, she's acting weird. I'll ignore it for now, though. Soon after, I hear 3 identical clicks emanating from the speakers, followed by the howl of whirring gears.
What?
That has to be the door. Come on.
Well met.
Don't forget to take the tablet with you. I hurriedly grab the tablet, momentarily surprised by its considerable weight, and shove it into my pocket before dashing off. This is giving Zero Escape vibes, huh? In the beginning of Zero Escape, you appear in a room and you have to solve the puzzle to get out. We all emerge from our respective rooms, finding ourselves in a dimly lit central area. Ooh. Oh, hey, she's here. Oh my God, Maru. These people sure look eccentric. Is that girl wearing a superhero cosplay? Yes.
Oh, hey.
She's a magical girl.
Nice to finally put faces to those voices.
Greetings. I'm glad you are all uninjured.
That's Yoga Man. I like him.
hello.
Aw, she's kind of shy.
Is something bothering you?
Well,
About that last puzzle,
Yeah.
it ended up being really easy, didn't it?
I'm sorry.
So the others actually solved it way before you woke up.
Wait.
Except I kindly advised them not to use that answer since, you know, it seems suspiciously simple to me.
I've failed you.
We ended up discussing it for another 20 minutes while you were asleep. They spent 20 minutes discussing that?
Are
It was
you
such an
kidding?
easy puzzle. Okay, that is really weird though. They went through all that trouble to lock us in here, but now they're going to let us leave before we know what order the seasons are in?
I see the problem here.
Maybe the trivial nature of the answer was meant to confuse us somehow, or perhaps it was designed to test our tendencies to overanalyze. Regardless, it seems we aren't quite done yet. Points to another mechanism near the door.
I'm scared.
These tiles, 44431. I smell another puzzle on our trail.
Understand.
I think we're supposed to place certain tiles in that furnace chute.
Hang on.
Guys? The red stuff in that glass tube thingy is moving. Huh? As if on cue, a wave of sweltering heat slams into us.
I surrender.
It really is getting quite hot in here. Nothing the soaring blast can handle, mind you, but it is definitely uncomfortable.
Entirely unexpected.
I think that thermostat represents the time limit for solving this puzzle. Don't tell me they're going to cook us alive.
You bitch.
What the hell do I do to deserve this? Does anyone have any ideas? Doesn't seem to be any kind of pattern to this one.
The soaring lass.
This music's awesome. Respectfully, the most helpful thing I can do right now is step aside.
Please forgive me.
I admit, I am also at a loss. Oh, we're gonna burn like the Amazon. Only people might actually give a crap that I'm gone. Burn? What do you mean? People care about the Amazon? But hurry, only one will remain. The rest will burn. Oh. I forgot about that. Uh-oh.
No?
This music is too good. Maybe we should just feed them into the chute and order from 1 to 4. Simple work last time, right?
Bear with me.
Or maybe we're meant to dispose of 2 floor tiles, so we're left with 1 of each number?
For shame.
It's a trick. It's probably a test of wit. They're trying to scare us into jumping to conclusions, even though we don't have all the right information.
I have a plan.
And the solution is to acknowledge the fact that we don't know enough to solve the puzzle. Therefore, we should do nothing. Are you insane? Do you need medical attention? Let's not fight here. The heat around us begins to reach unbearable levels. With every second that passes, it becomes harder and harder to breathe. Oh God, we really don't have the time to argue like this. I need to do something now. Let's listen to calm person. We need calm people in a situation like this.
I won't screw this up.
I'm gonna dispose of 2 floor tiles.
Sir,
Please wait.
why you do this?
If we only have 1 of each tile, won't all the numbers get lonely? What?
I'll never surrender.
This feels very wrong. A true hero would never condemn anyone, animate or inanimate, to the shackles of loneliness. It's easier not to fight this. Oh my God, let's listen to her then.
Screw this up.
I'm gonna feed them into the furnace from 1 to 4.
Kiss my grits.
Hell no. Don't tell me you're also trying to get us killed.
Can't be serious.
What? But you're the one who came up with that idea.
Mons do it better.
I changed my mind. I'm always willing to consider new perspectives, you know.
Idiot.
You're impossible. Okay, I'm not listening to anybody then. Screw all of you. As my teammates continue to bicker in the background, I close my eyes and think carefully about what I heard on the recording. The rest will burn. The furnace, the numbered tiles. Wait, I think I have it. I gather up every tile except the one labeled 1 and throw them into the furnace. Oh, that makes sense. The falling tiles clatter against the brick walls, and a smoldering roar thunders from the furnace as the ceramic is set ablaze. That's me. I really hope you know what you're doing, because you can't exactly unburn those tiles. Just as she was about to panic, we hear the sound of the door unlocking. It seems to have worked. It did? I mean, it did.
Lost.
Freedom! Without a moment to spare, we dash into the hallway just as the air around us begins to singe our skin. Oh my God. That was kind of scary. In stark contrast to the fiery prison we left behind, the next room mercifully flows with cool, refreshing air that washes over us. My lungs, they feel like they're on the verge of exploding. You did it, I think.
Crisis averted.
Thank goodness you were with us, blonde man. Now we're finally in the
I
clear.
couldn't have done it without you.
Yes, it seems your quick and confident thinking saved us.
My answer is thus.
And after taking a look around, there doesn't appear to be anything particularly dangerous or peculiar in this room, apart from that. He points towards the center of the room, though the rest of us are too busy recovering from our brush with death to pay attention. This guy. We were nearly burned alive and he seems almost unfazed. It takes a while for me to regain my composure and direct my sights towards the object of interest. Exploration time! Though the story will whisk you away from this area soon enough, you still need to know how to move. Press F1 to access the Cocoa Pad, which contains the settings menu. Press F2 to view previous dialogue. Oh, that's cool. Press Enter to enable and disable observation mode, which is used to discover interactable objects, I remember. Okay, this is using pretty much the same engine and controls as Eden's Garden. Which makes sense because I think Sweden is helping with both games. I know you'll forget them by the time Chapter 1 comes out. Be grateful you have such a kind and considerate educator. Yeah. All right, let's move around. Very, very cool. Cool indeed. I like it. Let's go to the statue. It's some kind of weird monkey statue. It's cute, but creepy at the same time.
No one is perfect.
There doesn't appear to be any input required from us. I don't believe this is another puzzle. Oh, that's wonderful news. That last one was going to be the death of me.
Possibly.
It would have helped if you had taken off your suit.
How violent.
I can't do that when I'm on duty. It's unconscionable. Refusal to back down from your morals. I like it. Hey, take a little closer look at the base. There's something written there. At the foot of the statue lies a curious yet haunting inscription, carefully etched in old, decaying stone. What the hell is this? What is this?
Those are indeed words.
Such a strange and sad poem, especially that last line.
What?
As sure as the spring blossom never wilts, I will hold your hand. As sure as the summer wind never calms, I can see your smile, or I will see your smile. As sure as the autumn moon never wanes, I will earn your praise. As sure as the winter snow never melts, I will dry my tears. As sure as 1,000 years pass and I remain on this earth, I will hear your song again. Aw, that is sad. What's so sad about it? I think it's a lovely set of promises for the future. Well, I'm definitely not going to ruin the romance of it all by explaining it. Out of all the cryptic mumbo jumbo I've seen today, this probably takes the cake.
Let's not overdo it.
Mysterious as this is, it doesn't seem all too helpful in aiding our escape right now. Those, however, might be worth taking a look at. He gestures around us. Along the walls are 5 entrances, including the one we came from.
Powerful observation.
Seems like we have to explore a lot of different areas if we're going to get out of here.
Now we eat.
If we're lucky, we may find an exit or a clue that explains our current situation. They haven't even introduced themselves yet, which is crazy. Usually they would by now. But I guess we were too busy almost dying, so... that sounds like a reasonable plan. Do you think we should split?
You're wrong.
What? Why did you scream?
It can't be.
I just realized that we haven't introduced ourselves yet. I just said that. That's so embarrassing.
Honest mistake.
Oh,
Really?
yes. I was so caught up with those puzzles that the thought completely slipped my mind. Well, now that the threat of imminent death has passed, there's no excuse. It's time you all learned who I really am. I like her. Me and her, we think alike. All right? We're on the same wavelength. I love it.
Maru Yokokume. And get this. I'm the ultimate activist. Isn't that a surprise?
She's an activist. That's why she has the megaphone. Okay. Cool. Wait, really? I'm an ultimate too.
Oh, you.
Well, what are the odds? That's amazing. Does make my reveal a bit less impressive, but still.
Creation is in order.
I don't think it's a coincidence exactly. I think all 4 of us are ultimates.
Really?
Wait, how did you know? The last place I recall before being
I
kidnapped
am deeply disappointed.
was a small speedboat bound for Itokukawa Island.
It's plausible.
Oh, I remember now. Now that the confusion and terror has somewhat subsided, I'm able to gather my thoughts for the first time since I woke up. So they remember a little bit of what was going on before they were knocked out. It was a few months after I had first been awarded my title. I had just received an email from the school informing me that the annual opening ceremony would be held in 2 weeks. It told me that I was to arrive at the lake's eastern port by noon and take a speedboat to the island alone. So we're on an island. Interesting. I got an email like that too. It looked very official. So I carried out its instructions to a T.
I remain neutral.
It was rather ominous getting on that speedboat. It used some sort of autopilot and there wasn't anyone around either. You know what this reminds me of? There's a movie that came out like 2 or 3 years ago where a chef had sent out customers or people who wanted to eat his food, and to get to his island where he was going to serve all these people food because they got like a private dinner, right? So they had to go to the island by boat, and they were at his like grounds, and he had like this big wonderful restaurant on the grounds with a house next to it and stuff like that, and they all had to eat there. And it's kind of similar to Danganronpa a little bit, where all those people ended up being held hostage there, and then they had to escape the restaurant. You got to see the movie. I can't remember what the movie was called. I feel like it was called like Chef or something like that. It came out like 2 or 3 years ago in the movie theater. It was so good. I was asked to arrive at the lake's southern port at precisely 1 p.m. It seems the administrators wanted us to be alone when we departed.
Unacceptable.
I remember seeing the walls of the school on the horizon and losing consciousness soon after. Does this mean the school's behind this? I mean, it's not like any random person would have known where I was. Maybe these escape rooms have something to do with that opening ceremony?
You can't be serious.
No way. I've studied the school's event protocol, and something like that furnace puzzle was never allowed.
Some slack.
How can you be so sure, puzzle dude? Are you some kind of Bitokukawa super
I
fan?
refuse to believe it.
Well, I have done my research. Wait, puzzle dude?
Oh, you.
Yep. All this time I've been calling you funny little nicknames in my head like Man Bun Man and Super Ma'am. I hope you had nice ones for me too. I love the blush.
The soaring lass fights for freedom.
I object to this legally distinct moniker. I only respond to the soaring lass.
Let's just move on.
Oh, anyways,
Hello again.
my name's Hiroaki Suzuki, but you could just call me Hiro. Hiroaki, a fitting name.
Selfie.
That's cool. Let me take a picture of you so I don't forget. Maru takes out a smartphone and starts tapping away at the screen.
Hello?
I see you're a Danganronpa fan, girl. Judging by the clock, it's been 6 hours since I boarded that boat. We've been unconscious for a while. That's actually kind of reassuring. At least we haven't been gone for like 2 weeks or something.
Troubling.
You have your phone with you. Odd. When I woke up, mine was gone.
For shame.
Same for me. I assume the heathens who abducted us stole
I
it.
got nothing.
Well, it doesn't have any service and...
Bitch.
What the hell? The camera lens is broken. Dude, are you kidding? I literally just bought this a few weeks ago.
That's rude.
That's so weird though. Why would they leave your phone but disable everything useful? Wouldn't it be safer just to take it like they did with us?
That's just a rumor.
I don't know. Oh God. Do you think they might have disabled the nearest cell phone tower or something?
How violent.
Probably. If there was a signal, then Mara would be able to alert the authorities. Shit. The email also said the opening ceremony was top secret and that I might not be allowed to contact the outside world until it ended. So if you got an email that said that, why would you still go? That's crazy, man. That is so wild. My dad and my posse might not even realize anything is wrong. Posse? Oh, those are the guys, gals, and MB pals who helped me with my activism. Aww.
So obsessed.
We're pretty good at helping people organize. I think we've started somewhere around 30 strikes across the country so far.
Oh.
30? That's as many as 310s.
That's the
I
way
love
to
that
have
sprite. That
leather.
sprite was cute for some reason. Well, with the amount of workers' rights abuses that the gentle laborer suffers on a daily basis, I'm surprised the number isn't higher. Folks just aren't used to standing up for themselves these days, you know?
Let me see.
It's risky business. Sore legs, hoarse voices, and broken nails are only the beginning of our problems. But
That's excited.
there's nothing better than helping someone finally get the support they need when all is said and done. I was a little apprehensive about the whole ultimate activist thing at first, but she actually seems serious about her talent.
Okay, short stack.
Now you've got me
I'm
thinking.
gonna strike.
Maybe the reason I was kidnapped was because of my protest activities. Believe me, union busters will do anything to have it their way.
It's plausible.
That sounds plausible, but I don't think it explains why the rest of us are here. I've never even been to a strike.
Really?
Do baseball, soccer, or bowling strikes count?
Let me see.
I guess. Oh, if you're ever interested in joining one of our numerous picket lines, we'll welcome you with open arms.
That's just a rumor.
Just try not to tell any off-color jokes. The posse is very sensitive to that kind of thing.
Sound advice.
Tempting. I do think it's important for an ultimate to contribute to the well-being of others.
Pretty awesome, right?
Plus, it must be delightful to barge into place with a megaphone and strike fear into the hearts of evildoers.
Not that deep.
Well, I guess protests are meant to cause a
I'm
fuss.
sorry.
I'd like to think my talent also revolves around helping people. Frankly, I feel bad that I was unable to contribute to either puzzle.
I'll never surrender.
I should have been standing tall with our hearts as one, fearlessly liberating us from that foul prison.
Spandex. All spandex.
She loves spandex, apparently. Not that you stole my thunder or anything, Sir Uzuki. I also appreciate playing sidekick, you know.
I'm flattered.
Sir Uzuki? I'm flattered, but that's very formal.
Citizens, your savior is here.
Nay, proper titles are one of the utmost importance. How else is one meant to show respect for their fellow citizens? I wouldn't dare greet a stranger. No offense, without the necessary honorifics.
Not see that coming.
Right.
Pretty awesome, right?
Though fret not, Sir Uzuki. Our time as strangers has come to an end, for I will now introduce myself.
You may call me the
Ooh, she's like a
Swordless,
Power Ranger.
paladin of the skies and the earth, known to save any and all from peril. But if we're doing this personally, Momoe Soga works too. Ultimate local hero, at your service.
Local hero. She's cool. I love her outfit.
Huh?
Local hero? Where did that helmet come from? Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh,
Quite the noble talent, eh?
gotta stay humble.
Nothing too grand, though. Gotta stay humble in all of that biz.
Justice sees all.
However, some say my devotion to justice is far beyond that of any hero before me. My triumphs are highly esteemed in small communities. I can't tell if she's role-playing. Might as well play along.
Bear with me.
Dude, he reminds me of Hagakari a little bit. I confess, I am somewhat interested. What exactly are these triumphs?
Crisis averted.
One time, I made the paper for stopping an altercation at the local pub. Tensions were high. Bottles and hearts alike were shattered, but one gal swooped in and saved the day. You got into a bar fight?
How violent.
No way! Violence is always unnecessary.
Perish the thought.
I prefer words and the like, you see? I talked the troublesome gangsters out of it and even directed them to anger management classes. Stopping a bar fight with diplomacy alone certainly is an accomplishment. Okay, she's a really good hero, I guess. No one gets hurt when she's around. That's very cool. I take it that you're kind of like a middleman of sorts when it comes to justice. You're not an actual police officer, right?
Citizens, your savior is here.
I'd say I'm a slice of everything. I restore peace, keep crime out of the back streets, and even tend to the elderly.
Oh,
No matter age, race, or class, all respect the soaring lass. Oh, I love that. I kind of doubt that.
I accept all requests.
So far, I've been committed to a 100% acceptance rate on all neighborhood
I
requests.
have a plan.
It's mostly just mundane stuff. Saving cats from trees, mowing people's lawns, pet sitting. Oh, and grabbing things from high shelves.
Hang on.
Oh, hold up. You accept every request? Can't someone, like, take advantage of that?
Perish the thought.
Not a soul in my community would dare partake in something so cruel and sinister. They would never give me unreasonable demands or use me as a replacement Saturday housekeeper because the old one quit over a salary dispute.
Yeah.
What? That's so specific. Yeah, oddly specific.
Justice sees all.
A piece of advice. Sometimes it's okay to place your trust in people, yeah? She's definitely a character.
Now we eat.
I've never seen so many ultimates in one place before.
Recreation is in order.
It is unfortunate this formative experience was brought about by a kidnapping, but I suppose there's a lesson to be learned here. Really? Yeah, like, don't go to, you know, suspicious islands, you know, that take you going on a speedboat alone to get to, where you might not be able to contact the outside world. I think that's a pretty good lesson, right? Really? I don't think there's much to be gained from something like
Please
this.
forgive me.
I see. That's not a great mindset to keep in a stressful situation as
Release
this.
all negative energies.
Do not let yourself be poisoned by the world's anxieties, big or small. If there's uncertainty in your life, find a way to remove it and better yourself. Oh, this guy's so positive.
Are you kidding?
That's certainly fun and all, but your words of wisdom weren't what saved us from a human barbecue.
Powerful.
Yeah, he did give up pretty
explanation.
quick. Say, is your talent at all related to motivational speaking? Yep. Yes, though that's but a fraction of what I engage with. I suppose a proper introduction is in
My
order.
name is Busho Saji, the ultimate yoga guru.
Oh,
Through arts ancient and new, I aspire to achieve harmony for myself and others.
he really is a yoga guru. Okay. Makes sense. He's got the look. He's got the look. A yoga guru? That's pretty unique. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard that it's great for your health.
Should we do some asanas?
Yes, yoga is helpful as a moderate form of exercise,
Release all negative energies.
but the true benefit is the outlook that it brings.
Did not see that coming.
I'm not sure I quite
No
understand.
one is perfect.
Yoga is the delusion of autonomy. Through constant repetition of the asanas, or body postures, we convince ourselves that we are masters of our own minds and
This
bodies.
requires special attention.
Have you ever felt invigorated, perhaps even invincible, after an arduous task, like completing a jog or a particularly difficult exam?
Yeah.
I think so.
Answer is thus.
It's the same for yoga. That feeling of accomplishment, of success, after a routine emboldens the mind, easing our doubts and fears. Even though all you've done is a set of basic stretches and
May
poses,
we endure these trying
these
times.
delusions of grandeur are even more necessary in a cynical world.
No one is perfect.
And I wholeheartedly believe that a gentle delusion is more valuable than a vicious truth. Period.
Are indeed words.
Period. Wow, that's so deep and stuff. Still wasn't as useful as Puzzle Guy though. That certainly is a strange attitude to have towards something as innocuous as yoga. Though I suppose people who believe the same ideas as everyone else can't really be ultimate.
A little concerned.
You all seem surprised at my philosophy. I don't blame you, honestly.
That's all I have to say.
I'm certain you know what you're talking about though, being an ultimate and all.
Possibly.
Well, I do garner quite a few customers at my yoga studio, including some members of the Fitokukawa faculty. No way! Your class must be pretty good to attract that kind of crowd. Listen to the music.
Thank you for your cooperation.
It's perfect for him. One of them was the first to ask me to apply to the school, actually.
Entirely
I
unexpected.
do hope our prior relationship didn't affect the admissions process, though. That would hardly be fair. Right.
This tension.
Oh my. The energy in this room became quite oppressive all of a sudden.
Should we do some asanas?
Perhaps we should try some asanas. Attempting to escape this place without a strong mindset would be a fool's errand.
Let's just move on.
Maybe later.
Hey,
Well, that's everyone, right?
catch you later.
If we got introductions down, I think we should search for help.
Are you unwell?
Hold your horses. Hero still has yet to share his talent. It'd be quite rude for us to exclude a fellow ultimate, would it not?
Oh, you.
Damn, I didn't realize.
You're under citizen's arrest.
You're withholding information?
Huh?
No, it's not like that.
It
I
was
just
nothing.
didn't think it was important.
Bobby.
Neither did I.
Sir,
That was mean. Of course it's important, Sir Izuki. With our blessed talents in unison, escape is all but assured.
super job.
So go on, tell us.
Exactly.
Yeah, spill.
Okay. I'm the ultimate apprentice. It's
Apprentice.
an unusual talent, but I'm glad to have it.
Uh-oh. That could be bad later on. We'll see.
My word.
Interesting. I didn't know one could excel at being an apprentice. Yeah, me too. That's a very unique one. Yeah, isn't your title kind of like saying experienced novice or something?
Excuse me?
Well, it's a complicated arrangement. It isn't, but they don't need to know that. Don't mess this up now, hero.
I've worked hard.
During high school, I worked under a lot of different employers.
I'm gonna strike.
Likely due to lax child labor laws. Please continue.
What can I say?
Right, and I guess a lot of my bosses were impressed by how adaptable I was.
Jack of all trades.
Baking, fishing, woodworking, waiting tables. I really can't remember all the stuff that I did, but I guess I was pretty good.
Holy breakthrough!
So you're almost like an ultimate, since you know you could do so many different things.
Selfie.
Yeah, because you could be an apprentice at pretty much anything, right? No kidding. Maybe that's why you were able to solve the puzzle so easily. You must be like the king of random knowledge.
I'm flattered.
I guess so. Most of my talents are like trade skills and secretary work. That type of deal. I don't know how to do literally everything. Well, the fact that you even feel the need to acknowledge that is an achievement in and of itself.
You've improved.
You should be proud, hero. My instincts tell me that your talent will be invaluable as we seek to escape our kidnappers.
Wonderful.
Thanks. Whew, I think that went pretty well. The main character's kind of sus. Wait, if all of us are ultimates, do you think our kidnappers might have captured even more of us?
Right.
I guess we'll find out if we search those
This
rooms.
requires special attention.
Yes. However, I don't think it would be wise to remain in a large group.
Unacceptable.
If our entire group of 4 were caught by surprise, the result would be
I
disastrous.
understand.
Let's split into pairs then. If we find anything notable, we can meet back up here.
Totes excited.
All right then. Hero, you're coming with me. I need someone who's actually willing to follow my instructions. I'm so glad.
Sir,
Then I'll go with Sir Saji.
Sound advice.
Very well. For now, Moe and I will search the room directly left of the passage we came from. Let's reconvene here shortly. I'm still unsure if we'll find anyone else, but if we do, it would be prudent to have them meet us here as well.
Yeah.
The first thing I want to check is that big circular door over there. It's different from all the others, so it might be our ticket out of here.
It's plausible.
Let me try. I approach the door and attempt to pry it open.
Get me out of here.
It's locked. I don't even see a keyhole, so you might only be able to open it from the other side. And here I thought we were finally going to escape this dump.
It can't be.
Fine, let's try another way.
Let me see.
How about that one? The one to the right of the passage we came from.
Oh, I'm off.
Sure. Hey, more students.
oh no.
Are you sure someone will come looking for us?
Without question.
I'm positive. Once my supporters notice my absence, they'll surely spare no expense for a search party.
Hello?
Hero, there really are more people. Hold on. Holy shit. Is your skin blue?
Please?
Please don't be scared.
Hope we can get along.
We're not bad guys, I think.
Hang on.
You think?
I'm keeping an eye on you.
You too. Please lower your voices. You might frighten someone. Sorry, big guy. Are you two also kidnapped ultimates?
That is correct.
Indeed so. 4 of us were already worrying enough. But if there's even more, well,
Is it so?
did you two come from one of those stupid mean escape thingies? How did you know what I was gonna say? It's my psychic ability. Oh, she's the ultimate psychic. See the flower on my head? It's like an antenna. Really?
Don't worry about me.
Nope, I don't even know what it is.
Oh, fantastic.
It just grew out of my skull one day, and I've learned to live with it. What? It's super cute, isn't it? I guess. That's a little creepy. Oh, yeah, totally. Maru leans over to me with a poorly veiled grimace. Do you think she's like a real-life Frankenstein or something?
That's rude.
Maru, that's rude. Clearly, she's going for more of a zombie look.
Hello again.
What a dick. Anyway, yes, we did come from an escape room. It was horrifying. I assume you two also completed one?
A concerning tale.
Precisely, and it wasn't just us. We had 2 other compatriots as well.
Aw,
But both of them ditched us. They were really, really mean.
not fantastic.
One of them called me a smurf, and the other just ignored me. A smurf. I love her little clipboard, though.
I may have a solution.
It's all right. I'm sure they were merely affected by the stress of the situation. Let's ditch them too. Big man and blue girl against the world.
Just assemble.
Setting that aside, you're both in the same situation as us, correct? Given our circumstances, would it be acceptable to share our names?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
You know, normally I'm hesitant about introducing myself to shady types, but considering I'm basically a kidnapped celebrity at this point, who cares?
This is
Shady? What are you insinuating?
Selfie.
I'm Maru Yokokume, the pretty well-known ultimate activist. And my buddy over here is Puzzle Dude. I mean,
I give up.
Hiroaki Azuki, ultimate apprentice. It's nice to meet
we
you.
all play a part.
Likewise.
My full name is Yato Stonecrown. Though I am reluctant to flaunt such a grandiose title, I am known as the ultimate mayor.
I like him. He's like a Native American dude. Ultimate mayor. Mayor?
Yes?
Yes. For 2 glorious, prolific years, I was the mayor of a small resort town in the American state of North Dakota.
Here to help.
Who lives there? I put my political career on hold to attend Bitakukawa as an exchange student and plan to learn much in the way of statecraft and leadership before I return. He looks kind of old though. I knew Bitakukawa had a strong foreign presence, but an actual mayor as an exchange student? I guess that explains the age difference, but it's still scary to think there's a genuine politician in our midst. Yeah, that is weird.
Indeed words.
I
Are
see.
you certain?
What is that glare for? Nothing. Nothing. Just making sure you're not corrupt.
I would never.
I would never dream of such a thing. My office values transparency above all else. That's what all politicians say.
If it would please you.
Well, I would argue that I'm quite different from them. One can't exactly read my mind, but I assure you, I work for the common people and not for self-enrichment.
Okay, short stack.
Okay. You got a list of all the bills you passed?
I cannot assist here.
Not on hand.
Rude.
Stop. Halt. Cease. Desist. What's wrong with her? Can we not fight, please? I have something better to focus on.
Hello again.
I've been planning out my introduction for like 5 minutes now, and I think I'm finally ready for it.
Not see that coming.
You've been planning it?
Wee wee.
Of course. How else am I supposed to make a memorable first impression? She is adorable. Your appearance has already made one, that's for sure.
My name's Fan Fan. Fan Fan Mom, if we're getting down to business. Though some call me Flower Pot, Fanny Pack,
Fanny
or
pack.
Lavender Lab Rat.
That's adorable.
And I've been awarded the super special awesome talent of, drum roll please, the ultimate human subject.
That's weird. That's a really weird talent. Okay then, girl.
What?
Rocket. The ultimate what? Is that why her skin is like that? What's the matter? Has my dramatic entrance left you speechless?
You're wrong.
No, that's totally immoral. What kind of scumbag academy awards child experimentation? Yeah, that's so weird. Well, I was already a teenager when I got my first injection, and I'm even older now.
My head hurts.
I knew coming to the place like this was a bad idea.
Bad?
What? But we get free food.
Kidding?
That's what you're worried about? Not your skin being a color it most definitely shouldn't be?
Gross.
You look like the aftermath of a Sharpie bath gone wrong.
Probably bad.
First off, shouldn't be has a lot of uncomfortable implications. Second, what's a Sharpie?
Now.
Let's not get all worked
That
up.
is all.
Perhaps there's strong reasoning behind Fan's ultimate title. I'm sure we can resolve these qualms you have with the Academy diplomatically.
Give me some slack.
As in? The same Academy that kidnapped us? Seriously? I'm still not over the student spit roast. And now you want me to excuse
I
this?
see.
Ooh, I should probably explain.
What do you say?
It all started with a charity I founded called the Foundation for Altruism and Nurturing Project. Doesn't it sound cute?
How will this bode?
I'm afraid to say I'm unfamiliar with
Makes
it.
sense to me.
It's a foreign charity, dummy. That's why.
I wonder.
Oh, you must be another exchange student then. I know Pita Kukawa always accepts 4 of them every year. Yep. So I was born in China. I've actually lived in Laos for most of my life. That's next to Vietnam. Yeah, I know. For all you non-geographers, okay.
Do it.
Pull up a map, y'all. Anyways, my charity helps support sick children by funding research for new treatments.
Oh,
You can't release drugs without testing them on humans first, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a more passionate lab rat. That sounds horrible.
Well played.
A selfless and inspiring story. I'm not inspired. I could learn quite a lot from you, Fan. Thanks. I guess you're not a dummy after all. Well, that does make a bit more sense.
no?
Though there's no way any drug that reaches human trials would permanently dye someone's skin blue.
Blondes do it better.
Are you sure your charity isn't like a scam or something?
Rude.
Maru, I'm wounded by your blade of words. I need to end this before it gets any further. You two mentioned your other teammates, right? You have any clue where they are?
Puzzling as ever.
The small one likely concealed himself inside one of the puzzle rooms.
I
The
cannot
small one.
assist here.
As for the other girl, I have no idea, unfortunately. She stormed outside before we could get a word out of her. Outside? But we were just out there a minute ago.
I am here to help.
That presents a problem then.
If it would please.
You see, Fan and I were about to depart in search of them, but I wish to ease her doubts about our situation first. If you see that girl, could you beat her up for me? Maybe a punch or two? Get a few good hits in and... Fan.
Oopsies.
I'm joking, relax. Violence is super bad and stuff.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Hey, you're not my doctor. I bet you don't even have a medical license.
Let's just move on.
Anyways, Maru and I would be happy to help you look.
No?
I would?
I remain neutral.
Yes. You said one of them was inside a puzzle room? We'll start there then.
You are worthy of the key.
I appreciate it, hero. Yes, I think it was the room on the far right.
Oh, I'm off.
If we find anyone, we'll let you know.
Come on.
Let's search it quickly so we can get out of here.
Let's meet up soon.
Good luck. A reluctant Maru tails me as I enter the room. There's no one in here.
That's the way of the rabble-rousers.
Woo! That blue girl was giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Really? I couldn't tell.
You bitch.
Shut it, you. Didn't you see her? She's like a dolled up troll. She's not lying. That's such a good comparison. Not to mention that drug testing thing is suspicious as hell. Who knows what she's on, man?
Eye clear.
That's taking it a bit far, Maru. You should be kinder to her. We don't know the full details, so we shouldn't make assumptions.
Some slack.
Okay, Miss Congeniality. I still ain't trusting
I
it.
see.
Now, let's see what's in this room. You can see all the things we can interact with like this. That's cool. I really like the pink. I'm all for pink. The pastel colors are really nice. Not gonna lie. Maru approaches a cabinet at the center of the room and frowns. Is something wrong? No, I just feel an icky presence flowing from this cupboard. It's also breathing, so there's that. She reaches to open it, but... Holy shit! There's a little boy in here.
Get away from me! Kidnappers, thieves, murderers, dentists!
Dentist! He jumps out in front of a startled Maru.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Who sent you? It was that guy from the Uno debate, wasn't it?
Shut up!
I knew he had to be a stubborn little fuck nugget. So arguing with me for over a year, but I never thought he would have me abducted.
Bullshit!
You can't play a draw two on another draw two. It's against the rules.
You bitch.
Who says that? Is that true? Hero, what in the ever-loving fuck is he even talking about? Oh, calm down. We've been trapped here just like you.
Asshole!
Really? Wish I'd have pulled that shit. You assaulted me in my hiding spot.
Cut me some slack.
Could have left an occupied sign or something.
Not see that coming.
How did you even fit? That cupboard is way too small for any normal-sized human being.
The fuck?
You've been brought here to insult me, haven't you? I'm onto your tricks, you line-reading ingrates.
Can't be serious.
No. Yato and Fan asked us to look for you.
Fucking poser.
Damn.
Quit dicking around!
Well, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm going back in the closet now, and I do not wish to be disturbed.
Get me out of here.
It's a cupboard? Wait, what's your name?
Hello?
Yeah, you're an ultimate, right? This is laughing.
I give up.
Why are you laughing?
Fucking finally!
I'm merely envisioning you peons' expressions the moment you learn who I am.
You fucking moron!
The cosmos will speak of your downfall for eons to come. Okay. Don't keep us all in suspense now.
Behold, worms, gaze upon the majesty of the ultimate forum admin, Shoko Otaki!
Bro, you're a forum admin? That's like being a moderator for a streamer's chat.
Defy me, and I'll scour your name from the halls of the World Wide Web!
Come on now. What kind of talent is that?
You listening yet?
Well, has my greatness eroded your minds too severely to speak? Or maybe you peasants have started to fathom the god that you're up against? Oh my god. Don't get too excited now.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Shoko. Same, I guess.
What the?
Impossible! You mean you don't even know who I
You
am?
kidding?
That's
Yeah?
perfectly reasonable, to be honest. For some reason, I thought you wouldn't take that very well.
Means.
Well, why would you know who I am? I've only been in Ultimate for 3 weeks.
Keep it together.
I only said what I said to test if you two were like stalkers or something.
If you say so.
And here I was, thinking that you were about to go on a shocked tirade about our ignorance.
You aren't smart!
No real Ultimate would partake in that kind of obscene, narcissistic behavior. Certainly not someone with a passion for justice as strong as mine.
Short stack.
Justice? That's a lot of hype for a forum admin.
Your mom!
Please, without people like me, there would be chaos. Legions of bots, irrelevant posts, and detestable content polluting your online experience.
If only you knew.
Because of my selfless and unpaid sacrifice, the internet is actually usable. Why are you doing that?
What is it now?
Doing what? Why do you keep on enunciating random words in the middle of your sentences?
Asshole!
It's called emphasis.
Oh, you.
It's called yelling, actually.
I remain neutral.
Maru, stop being cruel. But yeah, I do agree. It does get a little distracting. You shut up real quick.
Rewrite!
Undo, rewrite, undo. What the?
Holy shit!
Are you good? This introduction is bringing to light to many of my flawed personality traits. I implore you to forget this conversation. He scurries back into his cupboard and slams it shut, which is it's pretty impressive because I never saw a handle on the inside.
Come on.
What even?
Excuse
I
me?
think he got
Catch
embarrassed.
you later.
Well, we did manage to find him in all his fun-sized glory. Guess we should tell Yato and Fan, right?
Let's just move on.
I guess so. Well, he was fun. He was very loud. He screamed a lot.
Hello again.
Welcome back, guys. Good job on finding one of our missing teammates.
Greetings.
Indeed. I would have never expected that he'd tow away in a wardrobe. An exciting development. You must have overheard everything from the other room.
That is correct.
His volume was difficult to miss.
Hang on.
You probably could have, helped instead of standing around. At the very least, a warning about his mannerisms sure would have been nice.
How do you say?
We don't want to trouble you any further, but
Please?
even though I kind of wanted you to beat her up, I'm starting to get worried about our other teammate.
Yes?
Yes, we took a look outside while you were gone, and she truly seems to have disappeared. Could you give us a few details about her appearance?
Puzzling as ever.
Regrettably, I don't recall too much about her. I was a bit preoccupied with the puzzles.
Yuck.
I remember giving her many nicknames, but I don't think Yato would approve of the most of them. We should call her Girl A.
How unexpected.
What does the A stand for? Absent, I presume? AWOL? Let's not get into that,
Those
asshole.
are indeed words.
Well, I guess that's all we have to work with.
Let me see.
Say, why don't you come up with us? Why don't you come with us back to the main chamber? We could introduce you to our teammates as well. Bring Napoleon too. I don't want him lurking here by himself. A loud cry of "I heard that" echoes from one of the inner
It
rooms.
takes a village.
Right. We'll make sure he accompanies us.
Farewell.
Until we meet again. Good luck, you two.
Bye.
Maybe it's time to check up on Buso and Momoe. I should call her Momo. It's cute. Oh, there you are. Momo and I have finally finished exploring the leftward passage.
Hi there.
Turns out we're not alone.
Needed me?
Would you like to meet them while Momo and I explore the remaining hallway?
Excited.
Sure. We also met some new people, but I think it would be best if you didn't bother them too much.
It's acceptable.
I see. I'll trust your judgment. Momo and I will be off then.
Bye.
Right. Be sure to let us know if you find anyone else.
I'm off.
Have fun, you two. I think you will get along with them swimmingly.
Bro.
I sure hope so. Oh, there's a lot of them here. Naomi's here. I love her. Now that we're seeing one for the third time, it's safe to assume these escape rooms are all the same, right down to the number of participants. I love her, so I'm clicking her first. Top of the morning to you. Where the hell did you come from?
Apologies, y'all.
Oh, did I startle you? My bad, my
I
bad.
tip my hat to that.
Busho and Momo told me you two might be heading on over to greet us. It was Hiro and Maru, right? That's right. And you?
Toya Imamura, the ultimate Broadway dancer.
Broadway dancer.
Hello, bonjour, Gru Scott and Michael Vannen. Pleasure making an acquaintanceship with y'all.
I love that one. That's a great talent. It fits her.
It can't be.
Hiro, we got another shot on our hands. Seriously, was the runt not enough? You shout too. You have a megaphone. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
I'm not sure.
What did you say?
You wanna repeat that?
I said, what do you say? Can you repeat that? She takes out a comically shaped instrument and puts it to her ear.
I'm all ears.
Only repeat it once, even though I said it twice. It's less confusing that way. That's even more confusing. I wonder if Maru noticed that she picked up a few of Shoko's speech patterns she has.
Are you kidding?
Seriously, why is Wait, are you hard of hearing? Oh shoot, disregard everything I just said. I'm definitely getting in trouble with the posse for this.
Get ya.
I get you. It's hard for me to know if I'm speaking too loud, too soft, or speaking at all, really. Don't be afraid to tell me if I can't read the room. And forgive me if I don't catch your words on the first try. I can usually make out what people are saying by focusing, but I ain't
I
perfect.
understand.
I don't mind if that happens. I wouldn't want to be too demanding or anything.
So tell you what.
Believe me, honey, I can get real awkward sometimes.
Oops.
Once I gave a full emotional speech to my sister, really poured my heart and soul into it. Didn't cheer her up at all.
Gotta be joking.
Thought I gave a lousy speech, I did. Turns out she couldn't hear a darn thing I said. Talk about a waste of breath. Oof, I feel that. That's why I always carry a megaphone with me to rallies.
Good call.
That's why I wanted to go to school here, as a matter of fact.
Not listening.
Before I lost most of my hearing in that accident, I relied on music during my performances to keep in step. Suffice to say, I can't exactly do that anymore.
Break a leg.
The guys from this here school said that I wasn't out of luck just yet, though. They told me I could learn to feel musical vibrations. To tell you the truth, it was mostly a bunch of fancy words I couldn't quite wrap my head around, but I figured it was worth a shot.
Grateful.
That's pretty cool. So you'd be using your sense of touch to stay on the beat, rather than your sense of hearing.
Let's dazzle the crowd.
Once I learn everything I need, I'll be back in the spotlight, dazzling audiences the world over with my stage performance of Waltzing in the Sunshine.
It's excited.
That's awesome. I think I watched the translated version of that musical when I was a kid.
I wonder.
Do you happen to be an exchange student from America?
Pretty sharp.
Sure am, Pumpkin. My sister and I have been performing in the States our whole lives.
Hearing this noise.
We lived in a teeny tiny trailer, doing stage practice round the clock. But I'll tell you now, after going through all that, nothing's gonna stop us from reaching our goals. Not even getting kidnapped.
Cheese and crackers.
I'm gonna be one of the greats, like Baktuvin, Ben Franklin, and Louis Braille.
Hang on.
Actually, I think that last guy's blind.
Tisk.
Duh, because he died like 170 years ago. He can't see nothing but dirt, wood, and worms. Plus, he probably don't got eyeballs anymore. I got very macabre. I'm curious, how do you view this whole situation? Getting kidnapped and forced to do life-threatening escape rooms?
Not too cheap to pay attention.
I figured that I was having some kind of crazy dream, so I didn't pay much attention to anything until I realized it wasn't one. I think it's interesting that her name is Toya Imamura, and she's from America. Gave my teammates a hell of a headache during those puzzles, I tell you. Especially because my tablet thingy didn't even work. Sheesh, talk about bad luck. Can we talk to your teammates? Maybe they have some more information.
Go right ahead.
Y'all need to ask my permission. Go right ahead. At her prompting, we approached the other pair of students in the room. And lo, it was at that moment
Impressed.
I witnessed before my very own eyes the legendary 8-headed snake demon, Himata no Orochi.
Dude.
No way. That's crazy. Ooh, what happened next?
As expected.
Upon the sight of such a magnificent creature,
Hey.
Hey, you two. Wait, are you missing an arm or am I seeing things?
That's rude.
Or you can't just...
Is this a joke?
Oh, wait. I think he is. Since you insist on hearing the outcome of our great conflict, I'll skip to that point, that part. My arm was lost in combatants with the great serpent. 'Twas a Pyrrhic victory that day, for I severed 2 of its titanic heads at the cost of my beloved limb.
For nothing.
Bro, what? Way to spoil the ending. I was so engaged.
Talking to you.
Don't ask stupid questions that'll be answered by the end. It always ruins the story. Sorry?
Shame.
No worries. I have more tales to tell, many of which outshine my climatic duel with the 8-forked serpent.
You know who you're talking to?
This is the nature of being the ultimate angler, you see. Angler? I like it. For I seem to be drawn to the monsters that dwell in the depths.
No.
Angler? Like catching fish?
Yes, and to the name forever attached to its history, the person you see before you. Iki Namiki.
I feel like he's gonna be a fan favorite.
Though you may also call me Namiki, conqueror of the stars and the abyss.
Sick.
I think he's going to be one too. Conquer the stars and the abyss? That's so fucking sick, dude.
I wonder.
If you don't mind me asking, how do you fish with only one hand?
Think before you speak.
I doubt you'd be able to understand. The art of one-armed fishing is too arcane for mortals to realize.
Not that deep.
Actually, I do have some fishing experience. I wasn't amazing at it, but I was apprenticed to a famous sailor during summer break.
Instant regret.
You guys are all so cool and interesting. I barely have any epic stories to my name. He looks like a pilot.
Let me see.
Are you like not an ultimate or something?
This again.
Damn, I don't even look the part. I guess I'm pretty basic, but...
The name's Monzo Shibue, ultimate stuntman.
Oh, he's a stuntman. I thought he was a pilot. That's kind of a cool talent. The stuntman. Maru, activist, and he's hero. Ultimate.
I give up.
That's not even close.
Messed up.
Bruh, these talents and names keep getting crazier and crazier. How am I supposed to keep up with this level of power creep?
I don't get it.
At this point, I should forfeit my talent to Namiki the Conqueror. He does way more dangerous shit than me. All I do is help out Ma at her movie studio.
Useless.
Conqueror of the stars and the abyss. That last part is the most important. I'm a legendary hero, not some bloodthirsty warlord.
That's the way of the rabble-rousing.
Oh, you do stunt work for your mother's studio? That's cool.
Don't say.
My stepmother's studio. Thank you very much. But we didn't know. You just said Ma. An ultimate shouldn't judge things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, you know. Okay.
I
Sure.
remain neutral.
You know, I'm pretty sure it's possible to lose your talent. Someone beats you during the annual challenge, that is. It's rare to underperform, but...
Back off.
Oh, they have an annual challenge? Are you trying to boost my confidence? I genuinely can't tell.
I can handle anything.
Those tests are useless. No one could ever replace me.
Hello?
And how do you know?
You stand in
Well,
presence
no
of
other
greatness.
angler in the past century has laid their eyes on the legendary 17-spotted golden koi. Am I wrong? Golden koi?
Shush.
Don't scare it off now. It's an elusive creature that flees at the slightest
I'm
noise.
certain of it.
Many liken to a fable, but I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. It's truly a sight to behold, and it's said to grant years of endless luck to those who glimpse it. Also, it's often confused with the 16-spotted golden koi, a fish marred by its abundance, insignificance, and mediocrity. Ooh, I definitely want to see the 17-spotted one, even if the only difference is a single black
Your
blotch.
praise is appreciated.
Well, it's not a simple feat. After all, the koi is what took my feeble arm. What?
Incorrect.
Hold on. Didn't you say you lost your arm to a snake demon? This just became even more bogus than it already was.
Oh.
He's a liar, ultimate liar. You see, I lost half of it to the 8-forked serpent and the other half to the koi of legend.
The world fades.
But you have half an arm. 2 and 2, yin and yang. Each part of a whole greater whole. Now neither half remains. That was beautiful. Bars. Bro, that's tragic.
You're wrong.
And utter horseshit.
Back off.
Hey, don't be rude. This is probably a tough subject for the Conqueror of Stars in the Abyss. Imagine all the suffering you went through. He's crying.
It can't be.
God, you're more gullible than an 8-year-old who forwards chainmail. Come on, hero. Let's get out of here. Bye, Monzo and Namiki the Conqueror.
Not sorry.
Stars. Abyss. Shaking her head exhaustedly, Maru leads me over to the remaining person in the room.
Hey.
Oh, she's so hot. Hey there. Sorry about my teammates. They were unreliable during the escape room.
Let's get along.
Buso told us you were from the summer team. The 4 of us are the autumn team, by the way.
Hi.
I see. Seems like these escape rooms have a season motif, just like Itokukawa does.
What?
What do you mean? You didn't know? The entire school campus is designed around the 4 seasons. Each area has its own plants, buildings, color scheme, everything.
I'll be honest.
To tell you the truth, I'm pretty new to this whole Bitokukawa business.
I'm Naomi Danjuma, ultimate architect and exchange student from Nigeria.
Oh, she's from Nigeria. And she's an architect. We like us intelligent woman. Let me tell you. She must be the last exchange student then. That must be why she's not familiar with the school. It's nice that someone black is from Africa. And they're actually black? No. They're not just tan? What made you come all the way to Japan? One of my family friends is a devoted collector of traditional Japanese art. And I've been asked to design a new public gallery for them.
That's the plan.
Graduating from Bitokukawa with an ultimate title would really help his gallery's prestige.
I've worked hard.
I see. Oh, I'm Hiro, the ultimate apprentice. Sorry you ended up in this situation.
Oh, you.
Oh, does she love her too? And I'm Maru, ultimate activist. Hold your applause.
You did good.
I'm impressed. Probably wasn't easy to get those titles.
Trust one another.
Architecture seems pretty tough as well. I met a few architects when I worked for a carpenter a few years ago. They're very hardworking people. Yeah, it's like an art thing and a math thing at the same time. Isn't it hard to use both sides of your brain? Oh, you must have misunderstood.
Let's try again.
I meant that it probably required strong connections to get the administration to agree to those talents. Oh no, is she gonna be mean? Connections? I mean, I know some of the staff, but I wouldn't say... Panic wells up in my chest, but I managed to squash it.
Right away.
Well, everyone who gets into the school uses them, right?
Now that's a problem.
I thought about going for a more extravagant title, but my art collector friend pointed out that we didn't have anyone on the inside who knew us.
The devil is in the details.
He's proposed that a simple and straightforward talent, along with a sizable donation, would maximize our chances. So you pay to win? She paid to win.
Props to you for being able to pull off Ultimate Apprentice, though. Could you introduce me to some of the administrators?
Excuse me?
Uh-oh. It takes me a second to realize I'm shouting.
That's just a rumor.
She knocked him off his square. Hey, Hiro said he got admitted because of all the different jobs he had, and he means it.
You're wrong.
He didn't ask any bigwigs to help him out, and he certainly didn't have some fancy pants art collector make a sizable donation on his behalf. Yeah.
Am I clear?
With enough effort, I can excel at any task I commit myself to. I've been able to adapt to every job I've taken on so far.
Can't be serious.
That's why I'm the ultimate apprentice. I can't speak for you, but I would never try to gain the admissions process.
Fair.
Is that so?
Exactly.
Yeah, this guy knows how to do all sorts of stuff. I think Superman even called him the ultimate.
Not a chance.
I mentioned carpentry, but there's also plumbing, masonry, sailing. If I listed them all, we'd be here for a while. What about the secretary work and all that?
It's fine.
Don't get me wrong. It's impressive that you can do all that, but
Some criticism.
I just find it hard to believe that something as vague as putting effort into things and being kind of good at them could be seriously considered.
Hang on.
Oh? And he was super helpful during the escape room. He knows a lot of random trivia, which totally makes sense because, well, that's his talent.
An oversight.
Well then, if that's how it really is, then I apologize for making assumptions. I thought everyone here was in the same boat I was.
Screw off!
Well, we aren't. We're nothing like you, actually.
Okay, it's bad.
Sorry for hitting a nerve.
Let me rethink this.
How about we just forget about this conversation then? I assume there's more people out there you want to meet.
Okay.
That all right with you? Dang, that got crazy.
Just daydreaming.
Guess it'll take you a bit longer to cool off. That's fine by me. See you around. I expect we'll be stuck with each other for some time. Bro, she's got step on me energy, bro. Please step on me. Please, Naomi.
No?
Why is she so great? No sign of girl A in that area.
Got nothing.
Only a bunch of very weird and rude people. Though the Broadway lady was fun.
Hello?
Are you still bummed out by what Miss High Society over there said about your talent? Hey, don't hate on her.
Incorrect.
We don't need brown on brown crime. Don't let it get to you. I mean, she's probably the only one who thinks like that, or at least the only one rude enough to say it out loud. For now, let's just focus on finding everyone and getting out of here. If it comes up again, talk to me and I'll help you out, okay?
Trust one another.
Aw, Maru's sweet. Thanks, Maru. That means a lot. Look, Momo and Buso are back. Let's go talk to them and see if they found anyone else. Maru dashes over to greet them by the remaining unexplored passage. Momo turns around and motions for her to be quiet. Shh. Buso's almost got them out of here. Muffled voices come from the other side of the door. Somewhat unexpectedly, Buso responds rather loudly. No, soy sauce is not an instrument.
Bear with me.
Wasabi is not an instrument either. I hear a chorus of rustling. Wait, what? Rustling creaks cascade from the other side of the door, along with a loud, startled yelp. As the clamoring begins to subside, the door opens and... For a moment, I feel a familiar flood of sensation. The same sensation that had threatened to swallow me whole when I first activated my cocoa pad. Only this time it fades in an instant. I blink a few times, shake my head, and refocus on the ultimates that exited the escape room.
Boo!
We nearly froze to death in there.
Exploitation!
What the hell was that? There was like a glitch in the system. Whoever made this escape room is a psychopath. What kind of lunatic wastes that much air conditioning just to torture four helpless innocents?
You're mocking me!
Well, if everyone had pitched in like they were supposed to, we would have gotten out much sooner.
Let me finish.
I told you the correct answers. Several times, as a matter of fact. It was your own stubbornness that led you astray.
My advice to you.
To be fair, you were pretty obtuse with your hints. I could barely even understand you.
Troubling.
This appears to be the last group of ultimates that have been trapped here. Apart from the locked circular room, we have explored every entrance leading out from the central
I
area.
am deeply disappointed.
Unfortunately, there's no exit to be found just yet.
What?
Wait, we're in last place? What the hell? You made us into witless laughingstocks, Annie Apostle.
I will pray for you.
If you say so.
Did we break this up?
My head hurts.
Let them have their fun. I'm worn out. It takes a while, but the heated arguments of the winter team slowly begin to peter out. I should go talk to all of them, though I wonder I might become the next target of their verbal abuse. Here we go. Tragic. Simply tragic.
What's up?
What's up?
There's nothing wrong.
All my valuables have been stolen. That's what's up. My 3 gold watches, my 2 silver bracelets, my 5 diamond rings. All in the hands of some nameless, puzzle-obsessed vagabond.
In my lane.
That's rough, man. I hope they didn't get their hands on the key to the pawn shop.
I am simply flabbergasted.
Even then, it seems I should be counting my blessings. Many of the people here had their clothes stolen right off their backs.
Obscene.
I'll never forgive our kidnappers for forcing these poor souls into such ragged garments. Really? That's terrible.
Have some self-awareness.
It truly is. My buzzcut friend here is one of this heinous criminal's unfortunate victims.
Actually,
I've had these clothes on since before I was kidnapped.
What's that supposed to mean?
So you're saying you wear this stuff normally? Yeah.
Oh.
What about you, blonde man with silly hair? My fashion instinct says that your outfit is made from repurposed 50-year-old thrift shop
I
donations.
didn't misunderstand.
Clearly, our kidnappers held you at gunpoint and forced you to debase yourself with this stylistic debauchery.
No chance.
No, this uniform is brand new, actually.
Jesus Christ!
Oh dear God. His eyes are popping out of their sockets. He melodramatically clutches at his chest, gasping for air. He must be a fashion designer. Call an ambulance. I'm going into coterior arrest.
Cut me some slack.
Hey, so we only came here to introduce ourselves. I didn't expect to get caught up in a medical drama.
Come on.
These people really are a rowdy bunch, huh? Not so different from my clients, now that I think about it.
I'm Kunitaro Higa, the ultimate pawnbroker. If you ever need a trustworthy person to take all your most prized possessions, I'm your man.
Oh, that's why he mentioned a pawn shop. I wonder if he took the other guy's valuables. You can call me Taro if you'd like. I don't mind.
Oh, you.
Well, that's unexpected. I've always imagined pawnbrokers to be like old fat dudes with spectacles.
That's in the past now.
That was my grandfather. He passed the pawn shop down to me when I was 17.
Good old days.
I've been running it ever since. Apparently I did well enough to be recognized as an ultimate. Aside from bookkeeping and chatting up with my clients every once in a while, it's not that hard of a job. That's a pretty cool trinket you have around your neck. Did it belong to one of your clients?
Pure gold.
Oh, you mean the jewel of Father Time? My family has been holding on to it for over 50 years. It's the most expensive item in our collection.
It's the real deal.
Before he gave me the keys to the shop, my grandpops told me to protect the stopwatch of my life until its owner finally returns. I carry it around with me 24/7.
Oh,
Wow.
check this out.
Why do you want to buy it? Why do you want to buy it? Huh? Well, I don't think I could afford something with that price tag, even if it helped calm the nerves of Mr. Fashion Police over there. It wouldn't. It really wouldn't.
It's for real, my guy.
I do give discounts. I mean, it clearly can't be worth much if no one wants it for half a century. That's a good point. Oh, wait, maybe not. That was a joke.
LOL.
Isn't it a little much to devote all that energy to a single client from all that time ago?
I expected this from you.
I imagine it's because he barely has any clients. What kind of person would ever use a pawn shop?
Have some self-awareness.
The mere thought of selling anything to some disreputable hoarder is a bad enough.
Extortion.
And yet I have to pay them interest when I want my items back? Extortion. Extortion, I say.
It's not that deep.
I think it's a fair enough deal. It works sort of like a bank, right?
Classic.
The atmosphere of my pawn shop is certainly better than a bank's. There's fewer security guards and far less needless paperwork.
Not on my watch.
Not to mention the modern bank's reliance on digital currency. I don't know why people would ever entrust their money to such fallible tech.
It's all garbage.
Natural disaster, data breach, hell, disgruntled employee unplugs the server, boom, life savings gone.
I'm not sure.
I don't think that's how it works. Is that really how it works? There has to be a safeguard against that kind of thing.
No.
Of course there are. This Luddite doesn't have any idea what he's talking about.
It's quite unbecoming of you.
Lacking both fiscal and fashion sense. My, what a combination.
Ruined everything.
I'm grateful that I'm one of the more charitable members of my family. For even agreeing to speak to you. Your family? Who are you exactly?
Individuals such as myself.
You've probably never heard of us. We're far too classy to flaunt our prestige like the so-called elite often do.
You stand in the presence of Oniji Itagaki, ultimate tailor.
He's a tailor.
To the Itagaki fashion empire.
I thought he was gonna be like a fashion designer.
It can't be.
That's close enough. Wait, your stores are the ones that keep on playing Christmas music in September, aren't they?
Kiss my grits.
Despicable. You're not only torturing your retail workers with long hours and low pay, but ear-splitting vocals as well.
I look fine.
Look, I'm not responsible for what my family does, okay? I barely even talk to them.
Buddy. Pal.
You're the one who brought them up.
I never asked for this.
That's only because I was trained to do so. Itagaki greetings have been standardized for decades. In casual conversation, I focus less on them and more on my individual achievements.
Leave it to me.
Case in point, there's a 100 million yen suit that I tailored myself. Stylish, isn't it? It was valued by the ultimate appraiser herself.
Oh,
Wow, I didn't even know clothing would cost that much.
only 1,000 yen.
I'll give you 1,000 for it. No,
I refuse to believe it.
the value of that suit is probably inflated anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's much easier to bribe an appraiser than it is to make a suit that costs that much. Especially when said suit looks like something out of a rejected card game anime. Why you're
You're mocking me.
exposing me to your horrid fashion sense, forcing me into a medical emergency, falsely claiming that my family tortures workers with time and inappropriate holiday spirit?
I expected this from you.
You've insulted me long enough. I will no longer tolerate you or this conversation.
Leave it once.
And don't return until you recognize the privilege of my company.
Not a chance.
You can't leave. We're literally trapped here.
How insensitive!
I'm done talking to you.
It's time to stop.
Don't worry about him. He'll calm down eventually. He's like this with the others as well. Maru and I look at each other and shrug before turning away from an increasingly incensed Oniji. We direct our sights to another among the Winter Team Ultimates who is fiercely thumbing away at a large and intricate book.
Hello!
Best girl, so true. Say, you guys haven't seen an espresso machine around here, have you? Okay, Sabrina Carpenter.
Coming?
No. Where did you find that mug anyway? Seems like someone knows a hell of a lot about me, because it was with me when I woke up.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Best girl. Aw, thanks.
What?
The cup refers to me, Pinky. Maru's kind of the best girl. Says the girl wearing more pink than me. Plus, I'm the only one that can actually read it from this angle.
Touché.
True, but you're still mistaken.
Ah, baby.
Best girl has been with me through thick and thin. She's like a sister to me. She's provided me with hundreds, nay, thousands of bountiful, bittersweet brews, a true source of ultimate power.
Wah, wah. Need your mommy.
I love her. Whatever temporary affinity you believe you have with this cup, it is meaningless. Only I am the best girl. Comprende?
Bro.
Fine, I get it. Can't get between a woman and her daily dose of sociable, acceptable drugs. I'm still confused why you have that thing.
Here's a good one.
Obviously, it's because my talent requires me to work my butt off from dusk till dawn.
Let me see.
That's so? What's your name and title?
Konishi. Chikamakonishi. I'm the ultimate extreme couponer.
Extreme couponers. Oh, oof. Working at Target, I actually had to check a few of those people out. Let me tell you, that's fun. You pretty much do that your entire shift. I remember doing it for 5 to 6 hours. I took a break, came back, and had to work with the lady again. It was bad. They're not fun. What a wonderful title. I sometimes wish I was called the ultimate extreme activist.
What do you mean?
If you were an extreme activist, you'd probably be in prison or
I
dead.
understand.
So you're good at saving money then?
Money, 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 money.
Only the greatest in Japan. Stores downright hate me. I think some of them actually owe me money.
Selfie.
As they should. It's only fair to punish them for their relentless price gouging.
Here's a tip.
There's even been times where I've cleaned their shelves bare with my trusty grimoire. Oh my god. She's got a grimoire.
You're gonna love it.
I'm a master in the art of coupon collecting. The grimoire is my 70-pound coupon binder. The spells of the grimoire have dark functions indeed, able to sway any retail worker into parting with the stock of their corporate overlords.
One.
I gathered these powerful hexes from tattered magazines, discarded cereal boxes, and my neighbor's trash bins.
It can't be.
Only from your neighbors? That's almost as bad as straight up shoplifting.
Don't get it.
Shops are way too heavy to be lifted. They're like 50 tons of concrete. True.
Scrub.
Plus, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I refuse
Also
to
true.
believe it.
Survive? Surely that's an exaggeration.
Rich people.
Nope, I was super poor when I first started building my coupon collection. Like super poor. With 10 U's.
Negative Nancy.
I dined with rats and ate microwave dirt. I lived in a mud shack next to a radioactive coal factory. What a story. Wow, that must have been so hard for you.
Making it rain.
But after a few years of being making it rain. But after a few years of being thrifty, I'm finally living my best life. At this point, I've accumulated enough coupons to last me and the fam 3 lifetimes.
Grateful.
Wow, really? Say, you don't have any coupons you could share, do you? No. Are you okay? She's sweating.
We Wells curses you.
They wants it. They wants it, but they can't haves it.
Save me, Grimoire.
It's okay, precious Grimoire. Mommy won't let him get his filthy hands on you. Takuma continues muttering to the book, occasionally stopping to shoot a dirty look in our direction.
Come on.
Well then, we'd best be get going. Maru and I cautiously back away from her, holding our hands in the air like a pair of wanted criminals. Uh-oh.
Enough of your games.
Retreat 10 paces, arms down and palms up.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. What the hell are those? Maru and I are so thoroughly shocked by the forcefulness of her command that we oblige without protest. The strange woman pulls out some distinct disinfectant spray and begins flooding our hands with a deluge of chemicals.
You bitch!
Ew! Why'd you give us so much?
Filthy simian!
Their hands are covered with the filth of pestilence, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. The servants of the White Horseman.
You cretin!
Not a soul in this wretched place has a sense of proper hygiene, pushing all those filthy puzzle mechanisms with their unkept hands. I plan to remedy that. Due to the absence of clean water, we'll have to make do with disinfectant and lots of it.
You can't be serious.
Is it really okay to be this worried about a few germs? I mean, over a dozen ultimates have been kidnapped. We've stumbled upon a massive conspiracy. I rub my hands anxiously, worried the excessive amount of disinfectant might somehow damage my skin. She must have been using some kind of strange formula too. All of it is already dissolved.
Inconceivable!
A few?
Are you blind?
Were it not for my chemical baptism, millions of microbes would be crawling on your fingertips, writhing, feasting, and multiplying without restraint. They'll be back. The remaining 1% of bacteria will rally their forces and bring about an infectious apocalypse. Ew, the 1%. Is your talent related to killing germs or something? I mean, I'd be surprised if you're this passionate about anything else.
I do not merely kill germs. I purge their material vessels with my weapons of alchemy and send them back to their infernal masters. I am Uta Kawakichi, the ultimate epidemiologist. Forgive me for this blasphemy, but wash your goddamn hands.
Yo, we needed this character like 4 years ago. I mean, we still need them. Let's be honest. A lot of y'all still don't wash your hands. EpiPen topology? Is that a real word?
Heed these words.
Real is the word of God. I study disease outbreaks and their countermeasures.
Your hygiene is
You'll find that the best countermeasure is basic personal hygiene. Many epidemics could have been prevented this way. An idea I find deeply frustrating.
cannot be.
Think of the lives that were lost, that will continue to be lost, all preventable, if just a few people weren't so hygienically challenged.
Yeah.
Right. We get it.
Assist me.
However, I suppose I should rest my efforts for a while. My disinfectant supplies are waning, and chasing all of you down to enforce cleanliness standards is bound to cause cross-contamination. So you've all stumbled upon a bit of luck, it seems. Feel free to muck around in your filth to be to your heart's content. How generous of you. In the meantime, I'll search relentlessly for the sinner who trapped us in the disease-riddled hovel.
You will be purged!
The state of their hideout mirrors their soul. Vile to its core, I shall take it upon myself to cleanse their entire being. You aren't gonna, like, make them swallow hand sanitizer, will you?
I shall lead the way.
We'll see. The depths of their villainy may require experimental treatment. Well, Fan will like that. She scans the room, her eyes a pair of daggers and her spray bottle at the ready. Remind me not to get on her bad side. Hero, something's off here.
Hello again.
What's up?
No?
We talked to every ultimate, explored every open passage, and there's still no sign of Girl A. Wait, you're right. Oh, I forgot about her. I glanced around the room, unable to find anyone that matches Girl A's admittedly vague description.
I got nothing.
Do you think the corrupt mayor and Smurfette just made her up?
That's rude.
That's incredibly disrespectful.
It's plausible.
No, maybe there's some kind of ultimate hide and seek expert or something.
That's just a rumor.
Or maybe just putting it out there. They're the ones who kidnapped us and they've been hiding in some kind of hidden room the whole time.
Let's just move on.
Maru, cut it out. That is so true, probably. I genuinely don't believe that any of our kidnappers are in the room with us.
Correct.
Why not? It'd make for quite a shocking reveal.
I'm not sure.
Why would any of them risk their own safety when they could just watch us from afar? Doesn't make any sense.
Hang on.
Unless she died, unless somebody killed her, and we're gonna have a class trial at the beginning of the game. Don't go derailing my argument with logic.
Come on.
Fine, we'll keep looking. Should we check the circular door again? We never managed to unlock it, did we? It was locked up pretty tightly when we last checked. Yo, that scared the shit out of me. It's nighttime, it's 12 a.m., and that scared me. Maru ignores me and approaches the door. She proceeds to pound on it as hard as she can.
You bitch!
Let us out, or I'll have everyone gang up and blow this door off its goddamn hinges.
Kiss my grits.
Locking over a dozen people in a tiny cramped room? Stealing their belongings? Who the fuck do you think you are? Airport sec-
Excuse me?
What's wrong? Why did you... Uh-oh. The circular door hangs slightly ajar. A maleficent figure lurks on the other side. Who the frick is that? Looks like Toko. It glowers at us. Maru and I freeze in place, suddenly afflicted by a sense of sheer terror. Without warning, the wooden door slithers open and the shadow beyond is cast into light.
Good to see you.
Oh, this is that girl. Okay, I was like, we're missing somebody. Hello there.
What's going on?
My sincerest apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. The strange woman slightly adjusts her glasses and peers at us. How'd she get... What? How'd she get behind that door? Must be Hiro and Maru, correct? How do you know? You know our names?
Are you kidding?
Of course she does. She's clearly the one who trapped us all here.
I'm gonna strike.
Just look at her fancy outfit, her ID card, her glasses. She's dressed like some kind of privately contracted security officer.
I see.
Oh my. I was told you all possess colorful personalities, but never mind.
Have potential.
There's quite an innocent reason why I know your name, Maru. I'm one of Bitokukawa's instructors.
Huh?
Oh, so she is a teacher. Huh. Bullshit. Aren't you too young for that?
Allow me to explain.
That's awfully sweet of you, but no, I'm just your teacher, or at least I was supposed to be. Hold on, Earth. How on earth are we supposed to know you're legit? It's not like they told any of us how this was supposed to work.
It's merely my responsibility.
You can take a closer look at my ID if you wish, Maru.
Despite these unforeseen circumstances, it's nice to meet so many of my pupils. I'm Shiori Nakagawa, ultimate instructor for the Academy's 17th class. You can also call me Professor or even just Miss N.
I don't trust her though. She's kind of weird. Nakagawa. I think I've heard that name before. Yeah, I'm sure of it. She's definitely a teacher here. Maru, who's been vigorously studying Professor Nakagawa's ID card, seems to arrive at a similar conclusion.
Cut me some slack.
Crap, she's not lying.
Trust one another.
You see, Maru, she's trustworthy. Kinda. Still, it was a little strange.
I see.
After that email thing we talked about, I really thought the school faculty were the ones responsible for this.
That's not it.
No, I promise I played no part in this. I didn't even wake up until I heard your frantic knocking. It comes as quite a shock to me that so many people are trapped in this basement.
Perhaps.
Yet, what I find even more distressing is how they all seem to be my students.
Greetings.
Ah, Hiro and Maru. You found someone else. The other ultimates, no longer distracted by their own conversations, finally start to take note of us.
Concerning tale.
I'm afraid this isn't our teammate, however. I think we concluded that.
Wee.
Yeah, ours is way more
We
quiet.
must come from different worlds.
Such egregious wardrobe choices, all of you. Does a single one of you know what a mirror is?
You're wrong.
Hey, be considerate. This is our teacher you're talking to.
Really?
Teacher.
Hello again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Shiori Nakagawa, but you could just call me Miss N. Hold on. You're our instructor? Who are we going to meet next? The Prime Minister? Were you kidnapped too, Shiori?
Just a warning.
Idiots. She's probably the one who brought us here.
Going on?
Was this all some sort of poorly planned school orientation?
What's that supposed to mean?
What sort of orientation involves life-threatening escape rooms?
It can't be.
Escape
I
rooms?
refuse to believe it.
Guys, wait. I'm sure she's a victim, just like the rest of us.
Expectations subverted.
You're telling me not even teachers are safe in the clutches of our kidnappers? Why specifically just this one teacher, by the way? Oh man, we're definitely in some deep shit.
Wait.
Fellow peers, there's no need for hysterics. We must remain
That's messed up.
If it wasn't the school that's responsible for this, maybe we should consider a supernatural explanation.
Amen.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, but this strikes me as a tad too far.
Hell, man.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on here?
Bear with me.
Everyone, please. I'm aware that our situation leaves much to be desired, but if we could just... A palpable tension permeates the room, growing higher with every passing moment.
Well, maybe.
Maru, could I borrow your megaphone for just 1 second?
Hang on.
I don't know. I'm usually opposed to authority figures who seize control of communication technology.
Yes.
Please, it's urgent.
Come on.
Fine, maybe just for a bit. Before Maru finishes speaking, Professor N Snatches the megaphone from her hands and brings it to her mouth.
Everyone, listen up.
Oh my god. The crowd falls into a stunned silence. Shoko opens his mouth to speak, but is quickly shushed by the people around him. I guess Maru was right. People really do listen to whoever has a megaphone.
Since we find ourselves in a delicate situation, I think it's best for me to be as concise and transparent as possible. Like the rest of you, I was departing for the school, alone, before suddenly passing out on the boat. I haven't a single clue as to what's going on. However, in the short time I've been awake, I've learned a potentially disturbing piece of information.
What happened?
This underground location we're trapped in
Underground?
is beneath Bito Kukawa Academy.
What?
Well, that changes things. Another round of murmurs materialized, but fades soon enough. How does she know?
Stop right now.
Settle down, settle down.
Allow me to explain.
This is the basement section of the school's assembly building. I woke up upstairs a few minutes ago and glanced outside to confirm our location.
I do not ask for much.
You didn't search any of it in depth? No, I didn't want to run headfirst into a potentially dangerous situation, especially not alone. Why would they have this huge basement just ready for kidnappings? Are you guys prolific murderers?
That's not it.
This area was mainly used for storage. There were no escape rooms or anything of the sort last year, I assure you.
Try again.
I know I don't have much information for you, but please know that I'm putting my full effort into keeping all of you safe.
Not part of the curriculum.
It's been quite a shock to me as well. Today was supposed to be our opening ceremony, a proud day, hated by a set of mysterious crimes.
That's why I want you all to put your trust in me and work together. If only for now.
She's gonna die.
As the ultimate
first.
instructor, I promise you, we will leave this place unharmed.
She's definitely dying, y'all. I can guarantee it. We all stare in awe as Shiori calmly hands the megaphone back to a displeased, yet nonetheless impressed Maru. While the rest of us had been senselessly bickering the entire time, it had only taken her for a few minutes to regain her composure and take the lead.
What in tarnation?
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm on her side.
I tip my hat to that.
Take it away, Teach. Tell us what to do to get out of this mess.
Fate smiles upon us.
Yes, I am confident in our instructor's ability to handle this crisis. I'm sure we will uncover the truth shortly. The previously rowdy crowd of students begins bringing themselves into order, proactively discussing their next steps. Is this what a class led by an ultimate instructor feels like? If so, then I definitely made the right choice in coming here.
What? That's all it takes for you to trust her?
Uh-oh. We all turn towards the source of the voice. That's the person we were missing.
I have a few questions for you, Professor. And depending on how
She's
you
mysterious.
answer, we'll see if you really are just a victim in this whole situation.
Uh-oh.
It's...
Girl A!
Stop calling me that.
I told you guys she was going to be mean. The woman strolls into the room, a resolute expression firmly planted on her face. She had spoken with extreme confidence and poise, but from where I was standing, I could see that her shoulders were trembling. Oh dear, those are some rather provocative statements.
Let me think.
I'm so confused. Who's this random loner?
Yes?
I mean, she sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
You.
First of all, why were you alone while traveling to the island? I know for a fact that ultimate instructors are accompanied by a secretary at all times when they're on official business.
Well, I have a theory.
Furthermore, it makes no sense that you'd only arrive at the school today. It's the opening ceremony. You should have been on the island for at least a week already, handling preparations with the rest of the faculty. Who is she? Seems to know a lot about the school, but to barge in here and start conflict like this, it's... I quell my emotions and try to think, where did she come from? And finally, while the rest of us were locked in these rooms, you were kept in a place where you could glance outside and access the entire campus. The fact that the professor isn't saying anything really isn't helping.
You're kidding.
I think I have a better idea of what's going on here.
It's weird.
You and possibly a few others sent those emails to us so we would isolate ourselves on those speedboats. You placed a timing triggered sleeping agent on each boat so that by the time we arrived at the school, each of us would be unconscious. You and your accomplices hauled us from the beach over to this building and into those rooms, which you'd rigged with deadly puzzle mechanisms over spring break.
Got it.
Finally, you locked the circular door and waited for all of us to solve the escape rooms so you could barge in and pretend to be one of the victims, right or wrong. She hasn't said shit. Oh my god, did she actually? If she was lying about all this stuff, how do we know if her name is actually Shiori? Her ID checks out.
What a disgrace.
Given the fact we've never seen one before, forging a real instructor's ID would be a simple task.
Thinking sound.
So she's not actually one of the teachers here?
That's worse.
That would be a monstrous revelation. Fraud of such an esteemed ultimate is the highest crime one can commit. Other than murder, of course. Please. Just like before, the room descends into havoc, though this time with a much more negative and horrified tone directed at the professor, who seems completely taken aback by Girl A's accusations, unable to utter a single word in response.
I'm done with this.
I think it's best if you quietly surrender and tell us what you've been planning. No, I don't think I can let this happen. This is all just a misunderstanding. I know it is. I need to step in here, even if it means I have to bring up that.
I refuse to believe it.
Wait, just one question, Girl A.
I wonder.
How did you know about everything she said? You weren't here when Professor Nakagawa introduced herself.
That's wrong.
After you and your team members left your escape room, I slipped inside when you were busy with that statue. Uh-oh, it's a class trial already. I've been listening in ever since. Hey, why'd you do that? We've been worried sick.
One of the worst things
Running off by yourself in such a bad situation? That's really, really dangerous.
You're kidding.
Hiding was safer than simply hanging out in the open like the rest of you.
Kremlin.
If there was someone dangerous in the building, and there is, I would have been a sitting duck.
I have a theory.
I only left my hiding place once I realized their goal was manipulation and not murder.
No chance.
That's fair, I guess. There's one problem with your theory. Yes?
It's not that deep.
Mito Kukawa's actually been a bit of an administrative mess for the past few months. That would explain why Professor N didn't have a secretary or why she couldn't meet with the other faculty before the opening ceremony.
It's plausible.
Everyone's been scrambling to keep things together. So much of the old protocol was abandoned. Well, how do you know so much?
Touche.
Oh yeah, I think I remember what happened now.
Cheese and crackers.
So do I. The old headmaster, he got arrested and fired from his job, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to contain the scandal to local stations. But if you both heard of it, what was he fired for? Sorry, I rarely pay attention to these kinds of things. I'm pretty sure he killed someone? Really? I thought it was just an accident. I mean, he got off on a light sentence during the trial. I heard he was hiding human remains, possibly inside this very basement. That's crazy.
Enough of your game.
We've been stepping on graves, plus our noble footwear and cotton socks.
That's all I got.
That's what we're worried about right now. I was joking, but I wouldn't rule it out either.
Explain yourself.
You fear-mongering fishmonger.
You should be ashamed.
I see. So the involuntary departure of the headmaster explains Professor N's actions. What do you say, Professor? Am I right?
I see.
As a matter of fact, you are correct. The truth is, I'm not at liberty to speak on the matter. I'm under a strict non-disclosure agreement for these kinds of topics. Yeah, there's already been a lot of bad press with the school lately, so I can see why.
Am I clear?
As for why the professor was kept separate from us, perhaps our abductors didn't want her to help us with any of the escape rooms. Good point. She would have been able to calm her group down and get them to work together, which isn't exactly how most of our teams behaved. It also could have been like a numbers thing. 17 doesn't divide evenly into much, you know?
Did I hear that
There
correctly?
are 17 of us in total, right? I've never been great with keeping track of these things.
Are you stupid?
That's idiotic.
Give me a second.
This is just an open and shut case of a poorly prepared criminal getting caught in their lies. Could it be any more obvious?
The answer is thus.
I believe Hiro's theory is accurate. Though it doesn't explain everything about the situation, it helps to shed light on many of the things the professor said.
No one is perfect.
Throwing around such bold claims will do nothing to ease our distrust and hostility. I like this guy. He's got some common sense. It's best to remain calm, and if stronger evidence comes up, we can follow it to its logical conclusion. Okay, go into your book, girl.
If you say so.
Listen, I know you're just trying to help, in your own way at least.
Hi.
Why don't you tell us your name and a talent first? I think that would be a good start.
I'm not telling you that.
She's Hideo Sako, the ultimate theorist.
Oh, that's why she's throwing theories around. I get it. Makes sense.
I'm grateful.
I see. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Hide wasn't trying to start anything out of ill intent. She's just used to theorizing about things. When Professor N first appeared, she took it as an opportunity to use her talent for our sake.
No.
That's not even close to how it... Never mind. So So Miss N wasn't behind this after all?
That's a lot.
Thanks for getting me riled up for nothing, girl, eh? Ugh. Well then, since I've managed to turn the conversation around, I should try to change the subject.
Hello again.
Now that we have Professor N and Hide with us, all of us class 17 is here. 16 students and 1 instructor. That's how Bito Kukawa usually runs their classes. Fucking nerd. How do you know so much about this school? Well, going here has been my lifelong dream for as long as I can remember. I hope it doesn't bother anyone. We saw that in the beginning. And now the school has proven immensely helpful, Hiroaki, sorry. You're certainly living up to your title.
It was nothing.
You think so? Hiro said it well, Hide. I was admittedly taken aback by what you said to the point of speechlessness, but
Yes.
it's true. The school's recent scandals have affected standard protocol. Under normal circumstances, I would have arrived at the island over a week ago. I sincerely apologize for any confusion. I hope we can leave this misunderstanding behind us and start over, okay?
I don't get it.
Fine, I'll play along for now. At that, what remaining confidence she has vanishes like a hushed whisper. Still, I find it hard to take pity on her. She was the one who presented those ludicrous accusations in the first place.
Top marks.
That's good. Whatever makes you comfortable, Hide.
Perhaps.
This music's kind of chill. Okay, a return to business, please. I suggest we take a brief recess here before we leave the building.
Please see me afterwards.
I imagine these last few minutes have done nothing to improve your emotional state, so let's regroup. We got everybody here. With that, everyone breaks apart and begins chatting amongst themselves. Though it does seem like the majority of them are avoiding Hide.
Please?
Ooh, what a cool laptop. Can I see it? Please, please, please?
Hang on.
Can you go away? I'm having enough trouble logging in as it is.
You've improved.
I must say, you appear to be in peak physical condition. Do you follow a specialized weightlifting routine?
People of the earth.
The will of the people is a far heavier burden than any weight or sandbag. Fascinating.
You're wrong.
I know that look, Hiro. I'm not actually screaming into her ear with a megaphone. Don't come after me. Oh, well, for the most part, it seems they're all getting along. Today's been nothing short of exhausting, but I still don't have a single clue why we're here, but at the very least, it's comforting knowing that all the ultimates are finally working as one.
Did not see that coming.
What was that? A warped voice echoes from a hidden speaker above us. What are you saying? The fuck? Could you unscramble your words, please?
What?
Oops. Sorry, everyone. I accidentally set my voice filter to goofy and incomprehensible.
I'm dead.
I just wanted to welcome you all to Bitokukawa Academy. I'm thrilled you've all started to become friends.
Huh?
That voice.
Excuse me?
It's like the one I heard on the tape recorder right after I woke up. It's not nearly as menacing though. To be honest, it's actually kind of cute.
You cretin!
Is this the vile cretin who abducted us?
Ruined everything, Prol.
Return my possessions this instant, Prol. Don't provoke them. They surely have sniper rifles aimed at all of us. They might.
Mean to.
That's so scary.
Citizens, your savior is here.
My suit is equipped with bulletproof spandex. I'll shield all you all with my body.
Kidding.
How can they have rifles aimed at us? We're under... Oh, forget it.
Stick together, please.
Oh, geez. It seems you're all bubbling with questions about to burst. Don't worry, I'm gonna show each and every one of you how to have the best, safest, most successful school experience.
Find that rather
Experience?
distasteful.
Really, this isn't your idea of an orientation.
That's the way of the rabble-rouser.
These people are unhinged. Is this what happens to you if you work in education? Yes.
One more thing.
Now, I need you all to gather in the assembly room. It's easy to find because it's right above you. Go through the circular door and up the staircase. The announcement ends with another irritating crack.
What the hell are you talking about?
There's no fucking chance I'm going up there now.
No, its heart.
Are you just gonna hide away in your cupboard again? You can't do that forever, you know.
Let me check the
Why not?
grimoire.
The grimoire once told of a big, bad witch who lives in a cupboard above the staircase.
Surely an omen.
There's no food or water down here. And while you've been able to manage thus far, we'll need to search for supplies eventually.
Yeah.
They haven't harmed us yet, right? Let's just go upstairs.
Another thing.
Teach, did you see anything out of place when you were up there?
Try again.
No, the room is completely empty. I didn't search it for very carefully though.
Students.
I think it's best if we comply with their demands, assuming that's what they were. Truthfully, it was hard to tell.
Please see me afterwards.
Gather behind me, I'll go up first.
Super job.
Volunteering to be on the front lines? Such heroism. I'm sorry for ever distrusting you, Lady N. We gather into a single file line behind the professor and cautiously proceed up the stairs. Y'all already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna tell us that we're in this school, we gotta kill each other. It is what it is.
Cut me some slack.
I'm old.
Maybe they got delayed. My clients are usually 20 or 30 minutes late to pick things up.
Extortion!
That's because they're destitute geezers who use public transportation.
Didn't expect that.
I could ask the grimoire for advice.
Goodness!
Are you attempting some sort of pagan divination ritual? Blasphemous. The devil himself must be whispering lies through your tome of avarice. Take that back, Polly. Proselytizer. You're hurting its feelings.
God, you're so lame!
How can your stupid ass book have hurt feelings?
You putrid!
Don't tell me. You've animated it with satanic power. He's not satanic. He's a conduit for the divine power of legendary discounts. Looks like you'd get along with that fisherman.
Talking to you?
That's not a fair comparison at all. Namiki is above stealing newspaper clippings from his neighbors, maybe.
No.
Conqueror, stars, abyss. Seriously, guys, it's 3 words. It's not that hard. She's hissing again. Infighting peasantry. The primary reason why I retain my wealth.
Students.
God, the headache I'm getting from this argument is making my vision turn white.
How unexpected.
Did anyone hear that? The few of us able to hear Yato over the unfolding chaos turn towards the source of the sound.
I'm glad you all listened to my announcement.
It's so cute.
So incredibly sorry for the delay. I was trying to set up some things behind the scenes.
How do you not think this thing is cute? The monkey sounds in the song are great.
What in Tard and Feather Nation? How is that thing talking and moving?
Oh, this is so goofy. My word. I knew that Academy was experimenting with advanced technology, but... Technology? This is clearly the work of the 4 Horsemen. Why does she look like Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z?
The fuck?
It's a fucking monkey, not a horse.
I didn't mean to.
It's probably here to avenge all the chips we skinned for our latest designer handbags. What? What?
Bear with me.
It seems to be modeled after the statue we saw underground.
I'll never surrender.
Quick, somebody distracted with a banana. Oh, I don't eat those.
I surrender.
Ah, it's a carnivore. We'll be chewed to bits.
You putrid.
Step back, or I'll ready the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Please, everyone, calm yourselves. I'm a harmless, friendly, huggable, fun-loving monkey. Think of me like a stuffed animal.
Aww.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Monkey. You might turn blue or die of cholera and dysentery. I'm sure the others would be much healthier for you.
Oh dear. Maybe introducing myself will help?
Goodness.
Cover your ears, lest this foul apparition of Lucifer lead you astray.
I'm Kokorosaru, counselor at the Tokugawa Academy. Relax, take deep breaths, ooh, and be mindful of yourself and others.
I can't, bro. That thing is so adorable.
Unacceptable.
It claims to be employed by the Academy. Ludicrous.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't keep calling your counselor it, you know. It may be some people's preference, but it certainly isn't mine.
You asked for it.
Well then, Kokusaru.
It's Kokorosaru. Just Koku is fine, if you have trouble remembering.
Yeah.
Fantastique.
Coco, that's a cute name. I like it.
I don't care.
I assume you're some kind of AI-powered robot. One that's supposed to act as a therapist.
Yay!
Gold star for Naomi. I'm glad someone understands. I was programmed with data gathered from hundreds of thousands of psychiatric patients. I'm very confident in my abilities.
Wow.
Does that mean you have like data related to serial killers and stuff too?
I'm a monkey.
Well, yes, but it's completely safe. All of that data is pruned and mutated for my patient safety.
Are you gonna be alright?
That sounds violent. I hope the data's feeling well after such an invasive procedure. Holy shit, this can't be real. Even Fan seems tame in comparison to this. The laugh! This is the best mascot I've ever seen in my life. I'm also trained in over 7 million friendly conversation topics and 73,011 ways to resolve conflict without hurting anyone's feelings.
Mom would be proud.
Why would anyone care about either of those things? What a fucking waste of AI.
Okay, short stack.
Let me guess. A good use would be when you use it for your forum profile picture, right?
Shut up!
That NFT, bro. Stable diffusion is the future, dipshit.
I'd like to order the Caesar salad with a large fries and 2 waters to drink.
We stare at the monkey with even more surprise than before.
Yay! You stopped fighting.
This is the best voice acting I've ever heard in a game. That was conflict resolution method number 5695, spewing random nonsense. Shuts down to even productive conversations.
Here's the problem.
Sadly, it only works once or twice, so it would be helpful if you got along from now on. No. Oh my god, the mushrooms, just like Monokuma. I figured as much. Take notes, Coco. Looks like we'll be in for a long ride.
Let me check my database.
Ultimates are just so conflict prone at times, even with the best and fluffiest resources.
Need to talk? Call me.
Oh well, look on the bright side. If you were all perfect, then they wouldn't have needed me and my special technology here. You mean those strange tablets we found? I'll give you 500 yen for them.
I'm all ears.
I'm pretty sure mine didn't work. Let me whip it out again. Mimicking Toya, I pull out my tablet and press the power button. It turns on, though no pixelated hologram or anything like that appears this time. In its place, what seems to be a menu screen. Oh, so that's where all of the Coco Pads went.
I wasn't dreaming.
Strange. I didn't remember leaving them out yet. Man, you guys must have been so frustrated.
You don't say.
You don't say. I had no idea what was happening when I turned mine on.
Come on, Coco.
Oh dear. I'll try to explain then.
Hell you.
The Coco Pads all produce augmented reality interactive audio holograms, or ARIAs for short. They emit specialized infrasonic waves that interfere with your sensory mechanisms, causing you to perceive false sights, sounds, and haptics. Okay, that's a lot to remember.
I'm trying my best, okay?
Large spectator groups are accounted for as well, with differentiated frequencies transmitted to each observer to simulate differences in spatial position.
Those are indeed words.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
5 together.
If you're having trouble understanding, I installed captions on all of your Coco Pads. It's my pleasure to accommodate all of our students.
Did not see that coming.
You're right. On the Coco Pad menu screen, there's an option to enable Cocolo's captions. Thanks for the help, Mr. Robot. I feel both supported and deeply disturbed. I won't ignore everything you've been saying, like I have been for the past whatever minutes.
I don't make the rules.
Oh, you're welcome.
A little concerned.
Receive false sights. This sounds rather suspicious, I must say. What intentions do you have in utilizing such technology? It's nothing like that. I haven't figured out how to make arias that aren't small and pixelated, so these Coco Pads are currently only used for our gift system.
I'm so helpful.
I'm planning to distribute randomized gifts to students, which you can share with each other to build lasting and meaningful friendships.
Excuse me?
Wait, so that pixelated leaf blower was just some gift that I'm supposed to give to another classmate?
Survive together.
Exactamundo. Would you like a tutorial on how to send your cute little gifts digitally?
Can't be serious.
No.
Oh.
Utilizing cutting-edge technology for such a frivolous purpose, it's almost obscene.
I am deeply disappointed.
I'm curious if such wastefulness is commonplace in Birokukawa Academy.
Thanks. I hate it.
No one in their right mind would develop an autonomous AI just to use it on some obnoxiously sappy animatronic ape.
I'm not bad. Promise.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying my best, but please be nice. It's my first day on the job, and I'm just working with what I've been given. That's so sad.
Denied.
Why do we have to bend over backwards for you? You're the therapist. This is not going well, Coco.
What made you do anything?
I mean, I put you all in those group bonding rooms, and it only helped one team get along better. Looks like I won't be using that idea again.
The fuck?
Wait, what? Group bonding rooms? I shouldn't have said that.
Explain yourself.
Pestilent primate. You were responsible for trapping us in those?
Useless?
How could such a small stuffed animal carry us all?
I'm a monkey.
I may be small, but I have a big heart and bigger muscles. I can bench press over 90,000 pounds.
I don't encourage that.
Telling you that isn't really helping the situation, is it?
You're mocking me.
Pounds? What sort of nonsense is it going on about?
I will elucidate.
Ah, now it's trying to confuse us with fictional units of measurement.
Inconceivable.
Tell me, apparition of Lucifer, do the armies of hell also use these so-called pounds? Have at you. Which begins violently spraying the stuffed monkey with disinfectant. Please, you'll ruin my soft and cuddly fur.
Should be ashamed.
Joke in poor taste. How could one possibly think of this soulless machine as a counselor?
I see the problem here.
If nothing else, it's a prime example of how professionals in this field often prove unreliable.
I filled you up.
Please, harassing the counselor with antiseptics is against the rules.
Dare gaze upon me?
Let's just break the fucking thing. I bet it's lying about how strong it is.
What's going on?
While it is a shame to destroy such intriguing technology, the safety of my students is paramount. Rejoice. The professor is letting us lay waste to school property. I knew you were a fun teacher.
Oh, check
She had
this
boxing
out.
gloves on. She's ready to box that thing. Awesome. I'm great at smashing fancy shit up. My clients have me break their kids' smartphones all the time.
You're serious, aren't you?
That's a terrible way to discipline your child and The robot monkey sentence is cut off as Uda sends it flying across the room with a single kick.
Totally crushed it.
Oh, that was amazing. How'd you do that? They're just beating it up. I drew upon the power of the Holy Spirit. Only an apparition can harm another of its kind.
Nice.
I'm sorry I asked.
Didn't mean to.
Guys, I'm not sure we should be hurting him. He was kind of nice to us and...
Live a little.
Forks up and knives out, everyone. Tonight we dine on monkey brain.
Please, be careful.
Excuse me, but you'll get infected with prions if you eat those. Prions?
Seems right to me.
They're misfolded proteins that spongify your brain. That or a curse from an ancient demonic spirit. One of the two.
Moving on.
I assure you, they're both.
Blondes do it better.
Oh, I still wouldn't mind trying some though, if there's hot sauce. What? Oh geez, you guys sure could get intense. Everyone cries around Coco's small figure, each prepared for their preferred method of violence.
Killing is bad.
I had no idea it would be this hard to handle a single class. I promise I'm doing my best, you guys. I just wanted to... Oh no!
Have the villains won?
Oh, terrible. We made them cry. Aren't therapists supposed to be like too traumatized to display emotions or something?
Enough of your game!
It's the screams of the damned. Cover your ears lest you be dragged to the ninth circle of hell. Oh. That can't be good. Suddenly the stuffed animal violently lurches forward, shaking and quivering with a maddened intensity as its golden fur scorches to ashen gray. These screams are getting really intense. I got a vibe with it though. It reminds me of my posse before a big protest.
Oh, chill.
Here, what? What's going on? Did y'all break up with your fancy moves?
I ask for your grace.
I'll take care of it. What's she gonna do? Uda readies a forceful kick. She's gonna kick him again. But before her blow can connect, the convulsing machine rockets into the air with unnatural speed.
Slow. Far
Oh, you
too
pissed him off.
Slow. You must be severely depressed to have such horrible reflexes.
Oh, so he transforms instead of it being two different robots.
What the fuck? It's revealing its inner demonic nature. Everyone, stand back while I ready my holy water.
This girl is crazy.
Shit, you're a useless bodyguard. Get behind the big guy.
Do not worry, my peers. I will protect you through sheer force of will alone.
You idiot! That's not gonna help us against an actual demon.
I demand silence.
The walls shudder and creak in terror at the thunderous voice of the red-eyed phantom, which spoke with a demanding cruelty. Whether out of fear, compliance, or a mishappen amalgam of both, none of us utter a single word in response. Amalgam, that's what I meant to say, sorry.
Worthless.
Such a pretentious palette of colorful cretins you are. Perhaps if I had his patience, I could have overlooked your irritating banter.
You are beyond therapy.
But your antics and paltry excuses for jokes have eroded what little tolerance I had for you.
My, oh my.
Quite the quiet crowd I see. Frankly, I was expecting my appearance to cause a more vocal breed of terror. Seriously, where's the energy? Cat got your tongue? Caught like a deer in the lights of an oncoming train? Oh well, there's not much I can do about it. After all, fear is a concept you have yet to truly understand. It remains distant, foreign to you all. But when at last you are faced with a moment of true fear, of primal fear, a single instance of unparalleled mortality, perhaps then I'll hear the harmonious screams I've been waiting for. What is this monkey, no creature, talking about? Mortality? Is this some kind of joke?
So it was you.
As a teacher at this academy, I cannot condone those violent threats. Whatever you're suggesting, I won't allow it.
Out of my sight.
My, such arrogance. You think something as feeble as a teacher's permission matters to me?
You'll be pleased.
Are you going to send me home early? Give me detention? Ask me to see the counselor? To see myself?
You have some gall.
I think not. Besides, why would you waste your time protecting these delinquents? They're not even your students anymore.
I saw that.
What? If you want confirmation of that, instruct these deplorables to check the student profiles on their ARIA tablets.
You will be punished severely.
And no, we won't be calling them Cocoa Pads. Those who do will be punished severely. My ARIA tablet, let's be careful there, is already in my hand, so it only takes a second to power it on and glance at the screen. Struck with a moment of bewildered epiphany, a collective gasp emanates from every one of us.
The fuck?
Former? Uh-oh. Ultimate apprentice? That single word at the beginning of my cherished title defiles as invaluably meaningful part of myself. No way. This has to be some kind of sick joke. It was supposed to end like this. Not after everything I've been through to get here. I refuse to believe this is real. I refuse.
I'm thrilled.
Former ultimate architect? Oh, that's a fun bit of irony, isn't it?
Make this even harder.
Yeah. Come on, I got my title only a few weeks ago and it's already gone? Man.
What's wrong with you?
This thing really think it has the necessary permissions to revoke my role? What nonsense. Utter garbage. It couldn't be.
Screw this.
Shiori, you know anything about this?
Apologize now.
I don't. Only the headmaster has the authority to annul an ultimate title.
What do you think you're doing?
But to use such extreme measures on one of our beloved students, much less an entire class, it's inconceivable.
What?
The headmaster? That old chump?
I thought I made myself
Newsflash,
clear.
pal. This academy and all the schmucks in it are under new management.
Hello, airworm.
By our authority, miserable airworms have been corrupted by vice and are hereby stripped of your titles. Airworms?
What nonsense
Corrupted?
is this?
Surely there's no reason to push such sensational claims.
Suspicious.
There's only two ways someone can lose their ultimate talent. First is failing the annual challenge and forfeiting your title to your challenger, which obviously didn't happen. The school year hasn't even started yet.
Give me a second.
And the second is if the school finds evidence of wrongdoing in the admissions project. Oh, some of y'all cheated though, right?
Screw off.
Well, that's definitely not it either.
Can't be serious.
Anyway, you look at it, this former ultimate thing is complete bullshit. I think our abductors in this thing are just trying to screw with us.
Completely wrong.
Feel free to delude yourselves however you wish. The truth remains immutable, inescapable. The truth that, in addition to all of you losing your titles,
Your lives are mine.
most among you will lose your lives as well. That's crazy. We've never seen that before. I've never seen titles be revoked. The room returns to some total silence. Our restless denial dissolves into cutting, icy dread. We all must have suspected our captors would turn to violence, but hearing it spoken aloud is an entirely different experience.
Hear me well.
I see we're all paying attention now. That's good. Let me elaborate on what I expect from you all. There will indeed be a degree of killing on this school campus.
Want to
Here it
murder
is.
anyone yet?
A killing game to be exact. The Killing Class Festival of Class 17, held at our dear old Itokukawa Academy. Killing game? Like the kind you see all the time in TV shows and movies? All the time. I don't see it all the time, but okay. Precisely.
Jesus Christ!
That's patently absurd. Who in their right mind would commit murder under these circumstances?
You are beyond therapy.
You'd be surprised what a victim of circumstance is capable of. With a sufficient motive, there isn't a depth too deep for the human mind.
How best to torment
You see, dear students, until our sorrowful song of slaughter reaches its grand finale, this school will be your permanent home.
I demand silence.
Without my permission, it is now impossible for you to leave or contact the outside world.
Rude.
For being locked in here? This wasn't any of the waivers I signed.
How could this
You
happen?
can't keep me here. My sister's probably on TV right now, begging and pleading for the release of yours truly.
This isn't it.
I have a life back home. I have a family, a younger brother, a mom.
No.
I don't have parents, but I want to go home too.
I detest imbeciles.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
You are guilty of asshole.
You guys are misunderstanding me. If only you'd let me actually finish instead of trauma dumping.
You'll be pleased to know.
There are two reasons why I doubt any of you will be stuck here for long. First reason is that escape will be freely granted during the killing game.
You bitch.
Yeah, I know your type. What's the catch?
Such harmonious screams.
If any student wants to leave above all else, all he must do is surrender their virtues to their basest desires. In simpler terms, they have to kill another student. What?
Kiss my grits.
Why do you sound so surprised? She said grits. I'm dead. It's in the name Killing Class Festival.
I should have expected this.
It's not surprising that I have to dumb down everything for our less gifted students, even further than I already have.
Die.
I want you to go stabby, knife to end their life, kill them in a room temperature blood.
Touche.
That's the worst kind of blood.
You deserve worse.
Of course, this is the real world. You can't just get off scot-free after splitting someone's head open. That's far too easy. Far too dull.
Want to murder anyone?
No, the murder is only the start of your troubles, I'm afraid. From there on out, things will become more involved.
The first thing you should do after committing murder is find an accomplice. Someone to rely on. Or throw under the bus if things get shaky. Yes, the killer will be granted the privilege of choosing a conspirator to aid them in the coming class trial. Ideally, you'd have cooperated before and during the act of making a corpse, but death never comes at a convenient moment. And who am I to deny the occasional crime of passion? Oh, let's spice things up every once in a while.
No way! None of us would work with someone like that!
How narrow-minded of you. Would you not respond with force if I threatened to burn your precious grimoire? But
Got her.
I'm getting ahead of myself. When 3 or more people witness a corpse at the same time, the body discovery announcement will sound for all to hear. 3 simultaneous observers of the body, I stress. This isn't your average body discovery announcement. It's an advanced version of it. From then on, the innocent, spotless students will investigate the crime, while the killer, and the conspirator if one exists, will play the role of the blackened, undermining the truth at every turn. Once the investigation comes to an end, all of you will be cordially confined in our courtroom and
A
forced
class
to find
trial.
a blackened student or students. And at the end, you will vote for a student to be executed. A fatal finale for a fruitless crime. If a spotless student receives the popular vote, all blackened students will earn the right to leave this academy. Meanwhile, the idiots who allowed a mere criminal to best them will be rightfully executed. Talk about a worst-case scenario. The rules are rules. I trust you'll strive to avoid this outcome.
So every spotless student dies?
Is that not what I said, you short-sighted slacktivist? Pay attention during therapy. You're paying for it. If the killer receives the most votes,
With your life.
they alone will be executed. And our curriculum of carnage will continue. But what about the conspirator, you ask? Well, After the trial, they will be cured of their vice and allowed to live on like any other spotlet. Oh,
Okay, so it's all the same. It's similar.
You're a filthy, rotten backstabber who nearly doomed you all to mass execution. And you can't do anything about it. Except kill them, of course. Finally, if the conspirator receives a relative majority, they alone will be executed, and things will proceed as usual. This time, the killer is spared, and will continue to walk among you as the game continues. Particularly outrageous, isn't it? They were the ones who did the dirty deed, yet their lackey took the fall.
This is insane! You little shit!
How do you expect us to solve actual murders? Especially when up to 2 of us are actively working against the group.
You'll be pleased to know.
Well, it'll certainly be hard, but it's not impossible. Surely it's not too much to ask of a group of such prestigious.
Such harmonious screams.
Oh wait, you're not ultimates anymore. How unfortunate, but too bad. Super around and collect alibis because this will be a mandatory assignment.
What a stupid idea.
Oh, and a word of advice, if 2 people start vouching for each other really passionately, they're probably both blackened, probably. The rules describing the 2 blackened roles will be known as the kill-cure system. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that twist, though. There's also a few technicalities when it comes to multiple victims, multiple killers, tied votes. Ooh, the S word and yada, yada, yada. We'll burn those bridges if we come to them. For now, keep things simple.
Your nefarious deeds end here.
I refuse to participate in this. That's fine.
I don't understand.
But
Surprised to see.
I mentioned before, there are 2 reasons why your imprisonment will not last long.
My, oh my.
Possibility of a blackened victory is the first. However, it is just that, a possibility.
Trying to ruin my game.
There's always a chance that you colorful cretins will prove more intelligent than I had anticipated, solving every murder that comes your way.
This now.
Even worse is a scenario in which no murders happen at all for an extended period of time. Sounds like something for us to strive for then.
Nonsensical.
We don't have the patience to wait for a tragedy that will never come. And as the merciful nature of my other half will surely fade away as time passes, so too will my interest in this killing game. Therefore, once the festival reaches 34 days, I shall discover Seishura and bring the symphony to a swift conclusion. When that happens, the only rule remaining will be that of survival of the fittest. So kind of like a sudden death match? That helps you understand, then so be it. True chaos will be brought forth. The bonds forged throughout your time here will be mercilessly trampled as I turn friend against friend. Allies betrayed and slaughtered without a second thought. The most cherished of ideals, broken for the sake of self-preservation. I really like these rules. I think the kill-cure system is definitely a cool twist. And at the end of it all, specters of agony and shame will linger over the ruins of Itokugawa with a single prayer on their lips. Only one will remain, the rest will burn. A painful shiver courses through my body. I recognize that phrase. It was the hint given to us at the beginning of the escape room. The ever-growing dread had been nurturing throughout the creature's cruel explanation. It takes on a new form. A vision of the destroyed academy. Our corpses strewn across the courtyard as the authorities frantically, hopelessly search for the survivors. Is this what he's going to do to us?
Want to murder anyone yet?
Please forgive me if I'm being a little vague about what will happen. In truth, I would like for much of it to remain a surprise. And by the looks of it, a bit of secrecy can leave a lasting impression.
Not faking, pal.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Fate is cruel.
So that must be the second reason why you don't expect us to stay here very long. We're all going to die in a month or so. Is that it? Well, no one's fate is set in stone. I wouldn't count on a miracle, though. Just to be safe, you should play the killing game as intended.
Distasteful.
The procedures of the class trial are well defined and meticulously enforced. Much better than taking your chances with an unknown rule set.
Think you would.
Threatening as that may be, we will not bow to your whims.
Unacceptable.
None of us will commit murder.
Completely wrong.
That's what I've heard 1,000,000,001 times. They never mean it. You're simply performing an act of self-righteousness to keep up appearances. No matter. It'll be fun to watch your sense of justice shatter and crumble to dust. What the humor. This farce has gone way too far.
Messed up.
Yeah, this ain't funny anymore. Can we go back to the part where we were ganging up onto you? To turn the table so suddenly, only a demon could bring about such a swift change in fortune.
Jesus Christ!
Someone call the police, call the Navy, call animal control.
My, oh my.
If only, but there isn't service here, Tux.
I am deeply disappointed.
I suspected as much. It is simply inconceivable that he would allow us to contact the outside world after going through all this effort to contain us.
This is the outcome, then.
As such, there is not much we can do to leverage the situation. Our only weapon is to stay calm and... Stay calm? Stay calm when this hellspawn is enticing us into breaking the 6th most important commandment? 6? That has to be at least number 2, after the one that says you need to take the day off on Sunday.
Okay, it's bad.
And I suggest we run. It probably can't chase all of us at once.
I would never.
No, I won't force anyone to fend for themselves. Okay, you could be the meat shield then. Someone distract this fucking monkey or something. The rest of us can swim to safety.
A little concerned.
We're miles away from the mainland.
I'm gonna strike.
I could try throwing my megaphone at it. It's like 4 kilograms, so it might do a lot of damage.
How dare you?
Is this an RPG? I can hear you, you know.
Late to back down.
Oh, I got it. Throw the short one.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, dare.
How violent!
I think throwing people would just make it more angry. We must find a way to resolve this matter peacefully.
I didn't mean to.
This is all too much. Coco, how could you do something like this?
Coco. Coco. Don't
The middle
dare
fingers, they're
mistake me
censored.
For that insufferable, saccharine, spineless, uninspired excuse for a mascot. I am Bazado Saru, Vice Counselor at Bitokukawa Academy, and unequivocal master of your minds and bodies.
Bring the cute monkey back.
And if you don't think about hurting yourself or others within the next 30 days, I'll have failed at my job.
Vice Counselor.
We will curse.
That explains why he's so violent and cruel in comparison.
Ah, darn it.
Maybe we could try and bring the other monkey back. That one seemed a lot nicer. The one that you guys were about to beat up. If you're going to show a bias towards my lesser half, at least be discreet about it.
You have some gall.
But you had the gall to make such a diminutive comparison. I should probably mention that all the rules I brought up are just a formality.
Your lives are mine.
If you piss me off too much, I might just snap your neck on the spot. And that last comment put you on thin ice, Twinkle Toes.
Inconceivable!
That's so arbitrary.
You should be ashamed.
No wonder you're so set on us killing each other. No being with a conscience would devise a system so outlandishly cruel. We're all gonna die, aren't we?
What nonsense?
I was not prepared for this at all.
Fuck that noise!
Useless. You're all fucking useless. I'll show you cruel and arbitrary. Oh, wait. Is he about to attack him?
Impossible.
No, wait. Coco rushes towards the malevolent creature, screaming and flailing his limbs in abject rage. He's too small to be that mad. Let's be honest. In an instant, the futility of Shoko's impassioned assault is made abundantly clear. Oh.
My.
Bad
Someone
move.
Felt tempted to reach for the monkey's paw.
Its tail scarf had tripled in length, constricting Shoko's neck like a bloodthirsty silken python. Every so often, there's an audibly desperate gasp as it lets loose his grip, just enough to keep Shoko alive.
Why am I not surprised? There's always one dimwit who tries to attack the mascot.
So true.
And gets maimed in the process.
Yep.
That's...
Fuck you.
He must read Fangans too.
A fighter to the bitter end. Don't delude yourself into thinking you're some kind of martyr. You're merely a means to an end. A tool that I'll use to establish the stakes of our game. A way to show these idiots how serious I really am. Serious enough to give our class a front row seat to a human dissection.
Coco flails about like a dying animal, furiously scratching and clawing at his neck to no avail. His weakening cries of terror pierce the depths of my soul, but the cold and heavy hand of fear holds me firmly in place.
Or whatever you call yourself, please let him go. We'll work within your rules, if only for now.
Now that you're faced with the consequences of your own actions, you're suddenly willing to listen? How appallingly predictable. You think that's enough to forgive the level of utter disrespect you've all treated me with?
We're sorry about Uda kicking you as well. We promise it won't happen again.
Yeah, and I was just joking about the monkey brains as well.
Of course.
Yes! Super sorry. My sincerest condolences to your species for having such delectable gray matter.
Your word is law in this academy. We won't forget it.
Please let him go, Mr. Bizarro Saru, sir. We're begging you.
Finally, we reach an understanding. Hear me well, airworms. Abandon all your pitiful notions of escaping from this island on your own terms. Every plan you've ever conceived, every trick you'll ever employ, I've already predicted and accounted for. Frankly, I expected something a bit smarter than a direct and announced attack.
True.
I'm insulted that you even thought to try. Attempting to
Probably a bad move.
contacting the outside world, breaking our game with some trivial technicality. You'll find it all quite impossible, I'm afraid. I want nothing more than a good, clean bloodbath. Former Ultimates indulging in vice, free to suffer the consequences. Oh, and teach this pint-sized punk not to cross me again. I'd hate to deprive
Say
you
sorry,
of
Shoko.
such a miserable whelp.
You can do it. It effortlessly tosses Shoko towards us like a rag doll. Hits the floor and writhes in pain before his limbs abruptly go limp. I shouldn't laugh, but damn. We rush to his side and recoil upon seeing the dozens of blood-red marks carefully tracing the skin of his neck.
He's just unconscious. I think he'll be fine, but he needs fresh air immediately.
Well, there's a lot of it outside this room, isn't there? Feel free to leave. It'll be much easier to commit murder when you're all scattered and unaccounted for. Oh, I can't wait to see who will die first. Should we start taking bets? My money's on the one who deserves it. I might just maul one of you here and now for the fun of it.
I think it's gonna be the teacher.
With a bang, why don't we?
That moment, the ceiling lets loose a fine cloud of mist, cloaking the air in a sea of gray. Disappeared like the Joker. Biz's small yet imposing figure melts away in the smoke, his voice growing ever louder.
Trying to poison us! Ah! We have to get out of here! Hold your breath for as long as you can!
The door's unlocked, isn't it? Then let's make like an actor and exit stage left.
She didn't need to tell us twice. All of us sprint towards the exit, covering our mouths and noses as best we can. I can take a moment's glance behind me and see the professor scooping up Shoko in her arms before chasing us after us with labored breaths. As we fly through the door in a mindless sprint, we find ourselves greeted by a formless blackened sky. Unable to see, I race forward with reckless abandon, praying that unseen obstacles or hidden monstrosities would fail to meet me on my path.
Is it me? Or is Biz following us?
Well, what happened to Shoko?
Do we have anywhere to even run to?
Everyone, listen to me. There's a path to the left. Keep following it and enter the second building that you see. It should be safe there.
Got it!
Professor N confident instructions temporarily stifle my panicked aimlessness. We heed her words and pass by a set of towering walls, their scale barely visible amidst the darkness. Eventually, our eyes adjust enough to trace the outline of a building from the murky shadows. We rush towards it, find an entrance, and push through two sets of doors. Oh, we made it. We made it. It doesn't take long for the remaining students to join us. The last to arrive are Professor N, who gently draped Shoko over a nearby table, and Uda, who burst through the door soon after.
Students.
I'm glad we made it here safely. My word, you ran here in heels while carrying Shoko? That's a
Maybe.
boss woman. It wasn't that difficult to manage, physically speaking. Don't let him hear you say that. Would one of you help me carry him to a dorm room so he can get rest?
Without question.
Of course, you've done more than enough already. Dorm rooms? Oh shit, we get dorm rooms? Check my surroundings. Looks like it. Of course, I remember this place. This is the lobby of the school dormitory.
Could be.
This particular building has enough space for each of us to have a private room, along with water and electricity. It was the safest place I could think of, seeing how it's pitch black outside. I think we should stay here for the night.
Hang on.
We can't do that. We have to get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. A protesting Professor in and proceeds to pound on the door with a tightened fist. She loves pounding on doors. What the fuck? It's locked.
Hey, cool it.
Seriously? It was unlocked a moment ago.
Thinking so.
I don't think that evil monkey predicted we would come here, do you?
There's nothing wrong.
Out of the frying pan and into the fryer. It looks like we're back to square one.
Perhaps.
Well, there is some good news at least. Can you all take a look at that door over there? He points to a door on the room's left side. Fan walks over and opens it.
Wow.
Score, it's a pantry. These boxes all seem to be filled with tools and food.
Yes.
Some of those metal boxes are special mini fridges. We kept plenty of food here for students. With these supplies in the bedroom upstairs, we should be safe until morning.
Got nothing.
Fine, I guess we should stay put for now.
Oh.
Now then, today's been nothing but horrifying developments, and I'm sure we're all exhausted. For now, I suggest that we go upstairs and get some rest since we're finally... Yay! The best character's back! Holy shit, it's back!
He's so...
I can't believe I let him take control like that again. What kind of counselor attacks his own students? What will mom think of me when I get charged with assault and battery?
Hey, are you tricking me?
Do monkeys even have mothers? I thought they hatched from coconuts. What?
I'm so sorry.
And I threatened you all to kill each other, and I don't know how I can ever come back from this. This is unforgivable.
I give up.
Whoa, back up there. I thought you were the one who trapped us here. Well, I was, but that was only for healthy and wholesome group bonding, I swear. I read in a book that escape rooms can help students learn to cooperate, so that's why I set them up.
Unacceptable.
Learn, cooperate. We nearly burned to death.
What do you mean?
Wait, really? No wonder you hated me so. I failed at my job as a counselor. Yes, we get it already. Stop crying. I know it helps kill bacteria, but this is crossing a line. Is that true? Oh, sorry.
You're missing something.
So if I'm hearing correctly, you're unable to control that thing that took over you earlier?
You should be ashamed.
How pathetic.
I'm trying my best, okay?
Oh, that tree does grow out of its head. That's cool. I'm trying my best. I thought that was just the background earlier.
Promise.
He's probably the one who rigged these escape rooms with death traps. He often erases my memory when he's in control. Well, that's interesting. Toya takes a look at her cocoa pad and frowns.
In your general
These excuses are pretty lame. Even if you went through the trouble of putting them in text for me.
Remember?
That's true. Even if Biz is the one who's doing all this, as your counselor, I'm still responsible for what happened to Shoko and everyone else.
I failed you.
I wish there was something I could do to help. I know.
You say?
You can help us all leave this island. You'd be the best counselor ever if you did that.
Exit stage right.
Put your what? Put your mouth where your money is, counselor. Help us escape the cruelty of your demon doppelganger. Sorry, everyone, but Bizaru Saru has kind of taken control over the whole island.
I wasn't trained.
He's the only one that can let you guys out, and I don't think he wants to anytime soon.
You bet.
What kind of lame-ass bullshit excuse is that?
I don't make the rules.
There's a lot of things that I just can't do. Helping you guys escape is one of them.
Killing is bad.
If I tried it, he'd likely take over and kill everyone, just out of spite.
Oh, chill.
Never mind, we don't need your help. If you don't mind, try not to get anywhere near us again, thanks.
I don't encourage that.
Please believe me, I don't want this killing game. I'm a pacifist. I don't even eat fruit because it hurts their feelings.
Heed these words.
Inanimate fruit given life by the devil. This entire school is a playground of sin.
Shame on you.
Please don't be mean to me. This always tries to take over when I'm feeling sad.
This cannot be.
Is that a threat? Are you saying we'll be killed if we don't coddle you at every turn? No, of course not.
Please grow.
You're unable to aid in our escape, it seems. I assume a similar rule applies to stopping these so-called class trials from happening.
Listen to your counselor.
Yeah. Directly preventing a murder would cause Biz to take over. But at least I can give you guys 3 meals a day and a warm, cozy bed while you're here. Isn't that nice? I know I'm risking our lives by saying this, but wow, you're totally useless. So true. I bet it's only pretending to be on our side while secretly working against us. Standard good cop, bad cop shit. Fear not, friends, for Maru Yokokume, striker extraordinaire, is unfazed by such simple coercion tactics.
Up and at 'em.
You know, that actually kind of makes sense, kind of.
You're good? I'm good.
If the bad one mistreats us enough, we'll beg for the good one to return and perhaps even trust it.
What?
Aha! I've got it! You're trying to set up some cheap, lazy, I know you're in there somewhere type move, aren't you?
Is this a joke?
Even I think that trope sucks. You've truly outdone yourself, monkey. I promise I don't actually like murder.
You're serious?
You guys really do have a point, though. I guess I need to prove myself instead of just sitting here complaining.
We all play a part.
Yeah, such a thing would be helpful, I'm sure.
One more thing.
Oh, I know. I could provide you with motives to not kill each other. Would you like that?
Share your thoughts.
Sure. There's a few minor notes to help you guys stop your thoughts about murder and escaping.
Insensitive.
I really don't think that last part is desirable in 34 days. That creature's going to...
We can survive together.
According to my calculations, it's indirect enough to avoid Biz taking over. It's the perfect plan.
Kidding?
That's your solution, really?
It's a misconception.
Indeed, I can think of a great many ways that this plan could go wrong. But at least you're trying.
Yay!
Hooray for encouragement.
Let me check my database.
I'm gonna try my best to come up with a few of these anti-motives right away. Until then. Oh, please don't kill each other, I'm begging you. Coco does what he can only be described as an undiscovered genre of backflip, disappearing before our eyes. How did it? So is this the part where we stare at each other with suspicion or something?
What?
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
Students,
I think it's for the best if you disregard everything that Kokoro Saru said.
stop right now.
Don't be alarmed by this killing game business, but don't antagonize Biz if you see him either.
See me afterwards.
Please just try to stay calm until morning, alright?
Ask anyone else.
If you say so. We're on a time limit though.
May we endure these trying times.
I'm assuming you're speaking of the Seishura that the other half threatened us with?
Well, maybe.
Right, for now. Please don't concern yourselves with that either.
Could be.
It seems like just another intimidation tactic, an empty one, as I believe we'll be rescued in a few days. We might not be able to contact the outside world, but they'll come looking for us, I'm sure of it. She has too much hope. She's got to die. They're very eager to get us to stop thinking about the danger we're in. Please help me with Shoko.
We must part for now.
Very well.
Extortion.
I agree with girl A. We need to...
Did you catch that?
Gotta get rid of that monkey, man.
I'm certain of it.
It's just a monkey. It's not half man.
No one is perfect.
From a certain perspective, are we all not just...
Back off.
Shut up. You know what I mean? Who cares if it backflips and strangles people? It can't be invincible.
Done and done.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of central processing unit or server that we can target.
I didn't know that.
I'm surprised you know such complex lingo, Taro. When you've taken apart as many devices as I have, you start to pick up this stuff.
Perish the thought.
I adamantly disapprove of this line of speculation.
Is it morally correct?
The only way to leave this island is thoroughly peaceful means. If we resort to violence, we risk alienating our only ally.
Right to me.
You mean the good cop monkey? I thought we established that it's faking it for some hackneyed sci-fi trope or whatever.
Hearing this noise.
That's all it's got going for it is giving us motives or something. But ain't motives meant to convince you to kill and not stop you?
Never fear.
Even if he isn't fully trustworthy, we are in desperate need of all the help we can get.
Soaring lass fights for freedom.
Furthermore, the soaring lass judges one actions, not the people they happen to share a body with.
You know about that.
Right, but he admitted to trapping us in those escape rooms.
Did I mess up?
Well, I suppose we could at least find his power button, though I hope he won't have to use it. Glad we're on the same page since we're sure about this. I'll share a spell in the Grimoire to deal with mechanical enemies. It's a QR code that'll fry any barcode scanner. I wonder if we can get Coco to scan it. I doubt it. And why do you have something so illicit? A magician never reveals her secrets.
Bear with me.
Now, let's not devolve into meaningless squabbles.
Should we do some asanas?
If it helps, may I suggest some asanas to help take our minds off of things?
It can't be.
Why do you keep bringing up saunas? We were nearly cooked extra crispy in that escape room. Haven't you had enough heat?
Huh?
Whoa, cool. I had no idea someone could look so calm and so angry at the same time. I better take notes for a future performance.
You say so.
Personally, I think anxiety might actually help in our situation.
I never asked for this.
That creature's idea of a killing game might seem absurd to us now, but if we're trapped here for long enough, people might start getting ideas. For one, it'd be easy to kill me for sure. Sneak up behind me and it's lights out for Toya. Thanks for telling us that. Maybe you could manipulate me into playing the fool during the trial. Okay, that's weird. Because I don't hear quite the same as everyone else. That's not funny either. It's not my fault I use humor to cope. Toya does a quick little tap dance while spinning her ear trumpet around in her hands. Hey, does that horn actually work as a hearing aid?
Dazzle the crowd.
Of course not. It's a prop I use to get laughs out of people.
Like jazz?
Don't worry, I got the real things too. So at this point, I don't really need them no more.
My word.
I see. I was wondering why you would carry such a thing. Felt a bit dark, if you don't mind me saying.
Got it, chum?
Yep, my humor gets a bit weird and wacky when it feels like it.
Be honest.
This is quite the conversation for a group of could-be killers to have.
Yes?
If you must accuse anyone of committing murder in the future, I would place my bets on the affront to God and science, which thrives on the tears of children.
This isn't the first time.
Are you talking about me?
I am deeply disappointed.
Buddha, such words are simply unforgivable.
Not a bad idea.
Why do you expect her to be a victim instead? I can't say I don't see it.
I'm scared.
Oh my, what a terrifying expression. It's fine. I mean, what am I gonna do about these insults? Tell my parents?
What in tarnation?
I mean, oh no. How sad.
Oh.
Ouch. Now I feel like the villain here.
Carry on then.
I, on the other hand, do not. I was merely speaking my mind as I do in my
This
sermons.
requires special attention.
Your sermons typically involve such tactless remarks.
All is well.
I consider myself to be rather tame, at least compared to members of certain other denominations.
Amen.
I know that you never faced the dread of a smiling man in monochromatic attire at your door. Oh no. As a matter of fact, we've all faced such dread before. We've been feeling it ever since you opened your mouth. You're lucky I don't have security with me. Folks like you usually get chased out by the hounds.
Let's not overdo it.
I certainly have my work cut out for me.
All negative
Let's start with the simple asanas first. Participation for you two is mandatory.
Fine.
Please, I haven't done stretches in years. I pay someone else to do them for me. Better start running then.
What?
I may do just that. Well, looks like they're all in high spirits. It seems they'll be fine on their own. In the meantime, I should probably head to the second floor. Professor did recommend we get some rest.
Hello?
Oh, Hiro, are you heading up already? Honestly, I don't blame you. It's been such a crazy day. I would never have guessed I'd end up in a situation like this. Wait, weren't you one of the first people to say we were kidnapped?
I'm gonna strike.
Well, yeah, I always knew of that possibility, but I expected it to be some slimy union-busting oligarch, not some crazy murder monkey. But regardless of who or why, I'm glad that no one seems to be taking that killing game business to heart.
I'm not sure.
No one in their right mind would attempt something so vicious. That Biz creature deserves a rude awakening. Yeah, honestly, despite this absolute dumpster fire of a day, I actually had a lot of fun. Maybe I'm trying to cope in my own weird way, but I actually like getting the chance to meet you all. Yes, even Choco.
Not see that coming.
That or you finally lost it. Seriously, even the twerp? Hey, anyone with the balls to stand up to authority like he did deserves a little respect in my book. That and fewer short jokes.
Yeah.
Point taken, I suppose.
Oh, you.
But enough about that loser. You were a great exploration partner. Oh, that's cute. Puzzle dude. Thanks for putting up with me for so long.
Flattered.
Thanks, it was nice to meet you too. All right then, I'm gonna go back to chatting with everyone. These idiots need someone to shoot their crazy ideas down. Good night, stay safe. I think Maru helped me out a lot today. It's great to see someone with so much positive energy, especially in a situation like this. With that, I think it's finally time to head upstairs. If I remember correctly, the men's dorms are on the right. Man, that was a lot of, okay, we could do this. We could save. That was pretty long, huh? It says only an hour, but we've been recording for a lot longer than that. A lot longer. Okay, now we can see everyone's dorms. Chocos, Busos. Oh, there's mine. I'm interrupted by voices behind me. It doesn't seem like he'll be waking up anytime soon. I can only pray that none of his injuries are permanent.
Hello again.
Oh, hello, Hiro. You seem a bit on edge, so I'd like you to know that Shoko is now resting comfortably in his room. Strangely enough, only a part of his neck was injured. A small area in the front appeared badly blistered. Weird. If he was strangled, shouldn't his neck have similar wounds on all sides?
Perhaps.
Perhaps Biz was going easy on him.
Are you certain?
Why would he do such a thing?
Well,
If he really wants us to follow this game, it doesn't make sense to kill one of his players so soon.
could be.
It would give us a common enemy, someone to fight against that isn't each other. It would ruin the stakes, as corny as it sounds.
Puzzling as ever.
You could be onto something.
People of the earth.
Perhaps all its murderous threats ring hollow if that's true. There's still a chance that we can resist.
You are sorely mistaken.
Absolutely not, Yato. As your instructor, I forbid you from taking such drastic measures.
That's impossible.
It's impossible to predict what would happen if we defy it, and I can't bear to see another one of my students get hurt.
No,
I'm tired, y'all.
Can't be.
Let me go to sleep. we keep theorizing. I'm over this. It pains me to see all of this unfold. It hurts knowing just how powerless I am in this situation.
Forgive me.
I apologize for bringing up such a thoughtless idea.
One another.
I'm sure it'll be okay. From what I saw, morale is still high enough for us to be cracking crude jokes at each other.
Thank you.
They really are an upbeat class, aren't they?
Always had high hopes.
I was initially worried about none of them would get along, but so many have managed to make friends already.
Question.
And if the yellow monkey was telling the truth, then his anti-motives would certainly keep our spirits high.
What can I say?
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out eventually.
It's academic.
Once we escape and capture the people behind this, I'm sure we'll all become the best of friends. Oh yeah, sure. It's funny. Despite everything that's happened, I'm still excited for our future. Professor N has a smile on her face as she says that. I choose to believe her and promise. I'm sure that Class 17 will bring about a future they truly deserve. Bid our two medics a hopeful farewell and slide open the door to my room. We're going inside? Oh, we are. Oh, it's kind of bare bones. But they got a monkey plush. So this is my room, huh? To be honest, I was expecting a lot worse. So it does beg the question, if Biz really wants us to kill each other, shouldn't he have made it unbearable to live here? It would force our hand a lot faster. Maybe. Coco really is trying his best to keep us comfortable. If that's true, then there's a chance we can all get through this. No, it's more than that. I'm sure we will. No one's gonna try anything if we can count on the fact that we'll be rescued soon. They have to come eventually, right? The twisted, impossible web of today's innumerable mysteries weighs on my mind as I think. At its center lies the question most perplexing of all. Who is behind all of this? If Coco and Biz really are AI, then the question remains as to who created them and how. As much as I wanted to attend, I never saw Bito Kukawa as the type of school where people had such ingenuity. And yet, the technology clearly exists. I can attest to that with certainty after today. Whoever they are, they're probably keeping close tabs on us. I bet they're hoping that someone will snap, hoping that someone will indulge them and join in on their vicious games. That's why they tried to convince us that we had lost our titles. This killing game isn't just physical, it's psychological. What kind of person could do something so needlessly cruel? At the very least, I know I can trust Professor N and the other students. They all seem incredibly genuine. Uh-oh. A measured series of knocks interrupts my mental stupor. Well, why are there people knocking? As I move in and answer the door. Oh, she's in here. Uh-oh. Girl A. Girl A, she was almost completely silent when everyone was chatting in the dorm lobby earlier. We know her name. Why are we still calling her that, though?
Hello again.
Oh, it's you. Is everything okay?
Hello.
Yeah, I guess. it's important, all right?
I understand.
Understand. Is there a reason why you need me?
That's weird.
It's that teacher, Shiori. Professor N?
Bear with me.
Yeah, she's really bad news.
You can't be serious.
Not this again.
Give me a second.
No, I mean it. She's a liar and a bad one at that. The group might have bought her measly excuses, but I didn't.
Not right.
None of what she said is true. She confirmed my suspicions when she led us here. What?
I have a theory.
While the rest of you panicked and ran without thinking, I tried the door to another building. Locked.
I'm done with this.
How could she possibly know that only the dorms were unlocked? How could she possibly know that the power in this building was on?
Intolerable!
Maybe she's right. She knows what's going on here, Hero. We're all just following her script.
That's suspicious.
Isn't any of this at least a little suspicious to you? That's... Of course, you don't agree. Oh, it's just...
It's not that
You know what it takes to be an ultimate instructor? Huh? What does that have to do with...
Jack of all
First,
trades.
you have to be an ultimate yourself. Not only that, you have to graduate with nothing short of impeccable grades. You're required to be on good terms with every staff member It's been years assisting them as a secretary. Even then, it's not a guarantee. Okay.
I've worked hard.
Anyone who goes through a process as rigorous as that must be serious. Seriously committed to Bitokukukawa.
Trust one another.
Especially since they would just as easily get a normal job somewhere else. As an ultimate, you have no shortage of options. Your point being?
Am I clear?
My point is that even though I've only met Professor N today, I can tell she's extremely devoted to the school from her title alone. Someone like that, someone like her would never trap us all in some crazy killing game, much less lie about doing so to our faces. It's absurd. It's far more likely that the person behind this just has it out for the school. It's not uncommon for people to be jealous of Bito and its prestige. Until we have some definitive proof about any of this, I need you to stop throwing around such horrible accusations. Please? Her tense frown gives away to a tired expression of resignation.
I'm trying my hardest.
Fine, I won't say anything else.
Won't screw this up.
I'm sorry, I know it's a bit harsh of me, but we need... No, I understand. I need to stop thinking the worst of others. It would help if I just calmed down and approached this slowly. Trying to solve things like this has always given me tunnel vision. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I'm sorry, but thanks, hero. Really.
It was nothing.
No problem. I'm here if you need to talk or whatever. Yeah, I appreciate it.
See you.
Good night, I think. She leaves in a hurry, her head held down and her shoulders hunched.
Bye.
She seemed to take that oddly well. I assumed she'd get mad or try to fight me or something. I don't think she's satisfied with what you said. Where was I? Oh, right. My final question. Could any of this be related to what happened to him? Could it really be a coincidence that this happened just months after he was arrested? I know he wasn't exactly perfect, but surely he couldn't have done anything to warrant something like this. If only I could talk to him right now. I think I might actually want one of his cheesy pep talks for once. Guess I'll have to be the one to motivate myself this time. A game of death and cruelty. So long as we're unyielding in our virtue, there's no way we're going to lose to it. Yes, the defining trait of a Bito ultimate student. Achieving greatness in the eyes of others, no matter the cost. That is my goal. Once I accomplish that, I will finally have the right to call myself the ultimate apprentice.
Surprised to see me?
Amidst the barren halls, she lies awake at the dead of night with an agonized expression.
Worthless.
How pathetic.
All of you.
If any semblance of justice existed in this broken, meaningless world of ours, her efforts would likely have borne fruit.
My, oh my.
Alas, such concepts of fairness are mere tricks of the mind.
See how this turns.
I can only presume that the mask she wears will crack and shatter in time, revealing the desperation lurking beneath. And so our performance begins.
Our performance begins.
My bad.
The stage is set. The curtain has risen. And all 16 of our players have been cast in their roles.
Okay.
It's amusing how little they suspect. Though he'd already revealed the true nature of our little game, none paid his words any heed. Of course, this wouldn't have gone so smoothly without the marvelous work of our star player. I almost regret my plans to dispose of them. Just you wait, my wonderful audience. Soon, you'll be all too aware that not a shred of hope remains for these miserable airworms. I am the Lord of Delusion, the wisdom of reprisal, and the patience of 1,000 years. The id to his ego, the animus to his anima, the yin to his yang. In a word, you may call me his shadow.
Okay, I called that in the beginning of the game.
Fourth former ultimates, show the world your beautiful vice.
Ooh, title drop. Was that it? Was that the end? Nobody's dead yet? That was very prologue. Ooh. Director Slin. That was a prologue. That was for sure a prologue. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I really liked the art. I think the art was the best part. The music was incredible. Oh, look at that. Sweden. I told you Sweden was going to be working on this. I love the character designs in this one a lot. The ultimate talents are cool. I like the whole idea of them revoking the ultimate talents also. I thought that was pretty interesting. That was a cool plot twist. I thought the kill cure system was pretty cool. How they were explaining it. I'd love to see that when we start getting into the class trials and stuff. Yeah, this was really, I like how it was written too. I feel like the dialogue wasn't too hard to follow and it wasn't too boring either. Like it kind of kept your attention for the most part. I think there was a couple parts that were a little wordy for sure. But not in a bad way, but more so in a way where I was like, I think we could have gotten to the point a little bit faster. But yeah, I still think it was good though. This is a solid prologue. I'm excited for the game. I want to see the class trials. I really like the designs of the overall like courtyard and just like, you know, the building itself. I think from what we've seen, it looks really pretty. I really like the whole Japanese aesthetic. We've been seeing that a lot in video games recently, and it looks pretty in this game just as much as any of those games also. And yeah, shouts out to the team. The voice actors did amazing. Loved the voice acting from front to back. I think the mascots, the voice acting for them are my favorites because they're just like, they're so into it, man. You could tell the voice actors are just having fun. So much fun. I think the mascot in this game is the cutest mascot that I've ever seen. I love how they're even crediting a lot of the former video editors and writers and such. That's cool. Yeah, I think this one has a lot of potential to be one of the like top 3 or 5 games. I could see a lot of people getting excited for chapter 1. Like I said, like the class trial and such. I was wondering if they were going to do what Eden's Garden did and like do like a mock class trial like Eden's Garden did, just to kind of show it off a little bit. But I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because then it would be too much like Eden's Garden. And I don't think they want that. They kind of want to be their own thing. And I think this was the best way that they could do it, was just to kind of have it like a traditional prologue for the most part. But yeah, I can see why it took them so long to get this all together, man. Because if you think about it, like they just got like the engine running pretty decently recently, like with Eden's Garden. Sweden and just the whole like programming team. I think it might just be Sweden himself, maybe a couple other people, really figured out how to get the engine to work right. They've been smoothing it out. Eden's Garden came out and we saw how smooth the class trial played in that, and just like walking around and how all the effects look and everything. It's coded really well. And you know, they're trying their best to optimize it on as many systems as they can. Obviously, they're not like a big corporation or anything like that, so they have limited resources for sure, but they're trying their best and they're updating and doing hot fixes and stuff like that, so that's good. But yeah, I see a lot of potential in this one for sure. 100%. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Download the game for yourself. The link will be in the description down below. You guys can go check it out. And yeah, I thought this was solid. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hope will never die.
Stop playing with